This dude. And welcome back to another episode of Iron Valor. I am your game master, dungeon master for the evening, Daniel, here with Ink and Lyre. So, a couple announcements before we get started tonight. Let's see. First thing we want to do is remind you about our partners. Our partners are Nine Realms Gaming. They create top-notch gaming accessories such as these wonderful dice vaults right here. Yeah, they got the Ink and Lyre logo on one side and then Nine Realms Gaming on the other. They have these fantastic earth magnets that hold them all together. They use only oils. They never use dyes or anything. They just enhance the natural color of the woods. You can go find those over at their website, ninerealmsgaming.com. If you use our promo code Lyre10, you get 10% off your purchase. Our other sponsor for the evening that we want to mention is Wanderlily Dice. Wanderlily Dice makes handmade artisan sharp edge dice. You can find them in their Etsy store, and if you go over there, you can use our promo code InkandLyre10 to get 10% off your purchase. Special thing tonight, we're actually doing a fun little giveaway. So let me pull these up for you. Lauren's going to open up the giveaway here in just a little bit, but I mean, look at these bad boys. I mean, they're just gorgeous. Blue and gold and ice and just the Icewind Dale's finest right here. You can use those by using the command loot here in just a second as soon as the giveaway opens, but we're going to give these away tonight. So fantastic. Make sure that you do that throughout the process. So handmade, artisan, just absolutely gorgeous dice. So go check them out. And you can follow them on Instagram and all that kind of fun stuff. So we're giving those away after the break. Not to be outdone here. If you've been following along with us throughout our Frostmaiden adventure, you'll recognize a new face. So, Jaden, you want to introduce yourself and tell everybody a little bit about you?
Hey, I'm Jaden. I've been playing D&D for about 3-4 years, on and off. I've died in almost every single session I've played in. Hopefully that does not continue. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys having me today.
Thank you, Jaden. Thank you so much for being here. We're excited to have you on here for the duration of this campaign. I can't promise your safety. You might die. There's nothing that I can do about that. I'm sorry.
Well, if it happens, it happens.
It's going to be him or me.
That was a very strong open, I have to say. The confidence was there.
It was. A couple quick other things before we get started. We are reminding everyone that our Discord is now open, so you can go check that out. You can join us there. We're having conversations. Open to the public. You can go check that out with our command Discord. If you want to go follow that link, you can get to where we need to be. And we want to remind everyone that starting in February 1st, Ink and Lyre is going to subscriber-only VODs. So if you're following, you can still catch us live and watch us free, no problem. Just follow us. But if you want to watch the recordings here on Twitch, you're going to need to be a subscriber for that. If you don't want to do that, you can't do that, unfortunately. You can always follow us and subscribe to us on YouTube, where everything will be a week behind, but you can still catch everything that we do right there, even if you can't attend live. So subscribe to us there, follow us here, subscribe here, support us on Patreon, whatever you want to do. Because the videos also go up onto Patreon as well the next day. So those are available as well. I believe that's it. That's all that I've got. So y'all strap in and bundle up because we're going into our next episode of Rime and the Frostmaiden. So, last we left off, the party had enjoyed their time in Kier Kong and moved their way over to. Oh, before we even get started, there's some luck for our dear Max.
Oh no!
That's for
Oh
you.
no, they did it.
At any time.
Here we go.
There you
All
go.
I did make a promise. Thank you, Poet Detristi.
Oh, there's a what did he promise?
He's gonna bring a very
the
small
drink.
bottle
Oh my
of Jack
gosh.
Daniels.
Okay, so
What he means to say, he's drinking a very small bottle of
Of
something
apple
non-alcoholic for sure.
Bottle of apple.
Yeah,
Oh,
100%.
absolutely.
You
Yeah,
guys like apple juice? I love apple juice.
apple juice is the best. Drink responsibly, kids.
Yeah.
So
High sugar.
Beer.
last we left off, the party had managed to arrive at Caer-Dinaval, one of the 10 towns in Icewind Dale, and they discovered that the town had been was kind of quiet, not very hospitable, but that the speaker was unavailable because he was sick and not seeing anyone at this given time. They met some people at the inn, discovered there was nowhere to stay, and quickly made their way to the castle, where they met a tiefling named Cardoth. Cardoth introduced them to a soothsayer named Hethel. Together, those two introduced the party to the dangers of Icewind Dale, and a devastating warning was given to the party that, if not stopped, the Sunblights would ravage 10 towns, destroying everything inside. Now, despite the demonic connotations of this group, these cultists who had taken over Caer-Dinaval, the party, including Thorvald, decided it would be a good idea to align themselves for the time being, for the good of all. And they were introduced to Avarice, a member of the Arcane Brotherhood. Ava, as she was come to be known as, told them of a magical object that was held somewhere east of East Haven, or southeast of East Haven. And after a quick conversation and breakfast, the party was planning and getting ready to leave for travel along the road yet again. So, as you all find yourselves gathering the last bits of whatever you found inside the castle of Caer-Dinaval and everything that you needed for your adventure at hand, go ahead and tell everyone what you collected. We'll start here with Dylan. What did you collect from the Care as a gift from the cultists of the Black Swords? And before we head out on the road, so what'd you grab?
Well, I got my fancy amulet that makes it so I never get cold.
Mhm.
Stewart doesn't feel cold, but it looks nice. It's all about symbolism, baby. I also have I got a +1 mithril half plate. Stewart grabbed it and overnight melted it into his body and made him look even more pristinely luxurious.
Stewart's looking thick today.
Stewart doesn't use swords very often. They think they're crude weaponry, but Stewart also grabbed a +1 rapier in case anybody gets too close. Give him the stabby stab.
Very nice. Anything else?
That was it.
Stabby
That was
stab.
all
Is that the
Stewart
technical
got.
term?
Mm.
Stabby stab.
Stewart stabby
Yeah.
stab anyone who get too close.
Just in
Stewart
case.
Stabby stab.
Arthath, what did you acquire?
So, while I was perusing the objects I could acquire and wear, I found a +1 plate armor set that I wore. It was very nice, very right after my own fashion, really. If I could make one myself, I would have. And I also got a special mace. I forgot what it was called, and I'm trying to find it desperately.
It's like a mace of warning, right?
Let's see. Yes, Mace of Warning. Thank you. It's very nice, and let me find the description for you real fast. But it basically helps with getting surprised. I don't think I can be surprised.
I
And
don't
I think
you
it
can either.
alerts us when we're. Yeah, I think it alerts me when there's enemies trying to sneak up on me.
I think it does too.
I need to find the exact details though.
It even wakes you up.
It wakes you up
Yes,
if
it
you're
does wake me up,
It
thank
wakes
you.
up your whole party if you're asleep. It's like an alarm goes off. It's fantastic.
Like a warning.
This thing just like starts.
Like a warning?
Weird.
It's like,
Whoa.
It just screams.
Luther.
Yes, well, being a wizard, I tend to travel lightly. So I simply grabbed a wand of the war mage to amplify my burning spells. And also, seeing as I was a bit squishier than the rest of the party, I found some very nice elven chain that I have worn underneath my cloak and other clothing, and I also have one of the amulets to keep me warm as well.
Mm-hmm. And Thorvald, round us out here. What did you acquire from the cult of the Black Swords?
It took a lot of persuading, but I cut a deal with the good Arthas to rebrand essentially this equipment. It is heralded up. I'm sure you can see my portrait. I look very similar to that right now. It's rather gilded, a shining example of the light that I radiate inside. Has a symbol of Torm all over it. Lot of Tormite-ness, the long sword, the balance scales. And instead of picking the magical route, like a lot of my comrades, I opted for, there was a rather dusty but immaculate set of adamantite armor. So I'm wearing a suit of full adamantine, and I also have a +1 longsword, a little extra long, little heavier in the hilt, better for pivoting maneuvers because it's better balanced. As well as a mace, because you never know when you're going to run into some skeleton that, I don't know, doesn't like swords. Got to have a backup.
True.
Or a wraith that's immune to fire and ice damage. It murders the entire party.
This is true.
That too.
That'll be me eventually, actually. Once I get a high enough level in Forge Cleric, it'd be awesome.
Well, I'm glad you're on our side.
Yeah, I know, right? I did forget to mention that I do have a amulet as well, despite my grievances against how demonic they are. And
Wow.
thankfully, Daniel has ruled that I now have cold immunity, which is amazing. I love it.
Thorvald has extra layers of clothing.
Yeah.
Jaden's over here like, why wasn't I here last session?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And I hold hands with Kragus a lot because he's warm too.
Okay, Luther.
You mean Luther? tough.
I've played so many games with Brandon.
There's so many games.
Uh-oh.
So many
I
games.
recognize Kragus.
Oh man.
No longer holding hands.
It's like immediately just rips away.
Yeah, not see Thor and Kragus would be like great friends though.
I really would be.
Yeah.
In another world. In another world.
In another life, in a warmer life.
As you all gather your things and you re-up on rations and you gather all your equipment and everything that you may have, you see Ava return from her basement where her shop was previously set up. She returns. She has a small bag of holding that she has tied. She goes ahead and like just cinches around her waist and gets it a little bit closer to herself, and then she wraps this massive white cloak all the way around her kind of like light blue garments there, and she wraps up completely in this. It is just pure snow and fur, and just looks like it just wraps her entirely. Her albino skin and horns, looking like the picture of a white lady just moving out here. She is frozen to the core with her deep blue eyes. And she steps out. She says, "Are we ready to go?"
Stewart's always ready.
Thank you, Stewart. Yes, I believe we were ready to go.
Have the villagers been given the sufficient food that we asked for?
Cardoth will see to it.
I believe Ava actually asked for that. We hadn't gotten around to it quite yet before she did it.
Cardoth will see to it. We don't want suspicion to come up at all, of course. And he'll do what is asked of him.
Good. We will not want him to starve before we seize him.
Quite.
So shall we?
We shall. And she begins to lead you all out. As you step out of the care and you hit into the blistering cold and wind that is, you can see that the blizzard has kind of faded a little bit. It's no longer storming the way you expect to in the past. And in fact, a brief twilight has risen. It is about 10 o'clock in the morning at this point, after you gathered all your things and had breakfast. And you have about 3 or 4 hours of rough daylight to travel between here and East Haven. So it's not dark yet, which is a far cry from all the times you've traveled so far.
Nice.
My friends, the sun smiles on us this day.
Oh yeah, Stewart feels it on his skin.
What
Shut
skin?
The warmth embodies Stewart. Although it might just be.
Or
the
are
end
you
of it.
okay? You seem to have less patience for Stewart's antics than usual, Thor.
I've been
Are you all
stuck
right?
in a castle with him and a bunch of demons for the past 2 weeks. I'm not happy about it.
Demon worshippers, there is a difference.
True.
There is a small difference.
Yes.
Yes, my dear.
Stewart doesn't see the big deal. They were kind of nice.
Yes, my dear Thor. It is quite cramped in there. That's why I moved to the bottom level. But I share your pain. We should get on the open road.
We should make good use of this beautiful day.
Should.
Does Stewart
Well-
have a soul?
Yes, he has a soul.
Oh, he doesn't have a soul.
Don't get
Of course he has-
existential on us.
Ooh,
course
I
he
got a
has a
lot
soul.
of, we got a lot of
Of course he has a soul.
things there.
Are you trying to
do
spice up
plants
the
have souls?
conversation?
I'm just saying, if Stewart doesn't have a soul, I don't think you'd have to worry about demons. I'm just saying.
I feel like Stewart has a soul when it suits him.
Confused face.
Where are your dog sleds?
Where are our dog sleds?
Stewart has nothing to pull the dog sled.
No,
What?
we definitely had a sled because I remember we had to get it over
Oh
there
yeah,
too.
I think
We
had
have a
we
sled.
gave
Yeah,
them
we have a
back.
sled.
Did we?
We just don't have dogs.
We have sleds. We don't have dogs.
Ah, yes.
You telling me you don't
Gave back the
have?
puppies and stole a sled from a fortress.
Ava will take the necessary 15 minutes to acquire a set of sled dogs for all of us,
Let's go.
and that we may
Aw.
travel at our leisure across this frozen landscape.
Let's go.
You idiots!
Whoa!
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Whoa!
I'm broke.
Wow.
All right.
Yes.
Can Stewart ride the dog instead of the sled?
Stewart can learn Find Steve.
Stewart's like 500 pounds, so no,
Yes.
he can't ride the 110-pound dog.
Stewart's been watching his
Just the
calories.
dog.
He's only 300.
You just ate mithril armor for breakfast. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Oh my god.
It's a hop, skip, and a jump to get these things taken. These dogs hooked up to the sleds, and the castle provides them to you along with appropriate amounts of food for them. And Ava will properly take care of them as she sees them partially her responsibilities. So the sled dogs taken care of and prepared to go. You're ready to go as well.
Yes. I sit next to Ava.
Definitely. Like you sit on the sled. She sits like in front of you and like leans back. So she's kind of like sitting in your lap, literally. Who's gonna drive?
Thorval,
Huh?
our fearless leader.
Stewart?
No.
Okay.
Thorval.
Alright. Alright.
Nice try.
So,
Alright,
it was
I
just-
almost had him.
The cabin is rumored to be somewhere east or south of East Haven. We should head there first. Maybe we can find someone to provide some direction further on.
And this is to find that weather controlling device you talked about?
Oh yes.
Very well.
Oh, we're definitely going to need it as we get over here to the Sunblight Fortress. Make our pursuits a lot easier.
So who's got the best animal handling?
Is that a wisdom thing? Because I probably have great animal handling.
Yeah, it's
It
wisdom.
is wisdom.
It is wisdom.
+4.
All right, you're the driver.
Oh no.
Congratulations, Arthath. You're driving.
Congratulations.
I look mildly uncomfortable as I take the reins.
We don't use our parentheses anymore? Okay.
Hey, use guidance on yourself.
So,
Oh yeah, I should
Oh,
do that. Great, thank
Oh
you.
yeah.
Backseat D&D.
as you begin making your way towards East Haven, the road is pretty well paved, and the blizzard is not extreme. Paved in the sense that it's not like blocking your path or anything. Go ahead and give me a survival check, Arthath.
I'm pretty good at those too. Can I cast guidance?
You certainly may.
Sweet.
With a D4.
Survival. Yes. This is an alphabetical order. Why do I not? Okay, there's no survival thing on here, but it'll be a +4 regardless. So I'll just roll a d20.
Just roll a d20.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh
8.
dear. And then 3.
So 11. Well done.
I saved it.
Oh,
Potentially.
What was that head shake? Said well done.
Yeah, I don't.
You said well done.
He said, "Well done." That's good, right?
That's good. Yeah.
We made it, right? We just barely.
We
passed,
did
right?
it. We did.
Did we
We
just
did it.
drive off a cliff?
no, you do not. You do not.
Okay.
Not yet.
You travel. It's about a 6-hour dog sled ride to East Haven, and you make long work of it. And so driving through, or driving these sled dogs across, you take about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at a time. You stop to rest. Arthath, as you guide these dogs, you're starting to get the sense that maybe they might be a little overloaded right now, and maybe we should have 2 sets of dogs. But you make your best of it, and it takes you a little while to figure that out, and then you make your stops a little bit more frequent. About 3 hours into your journey, the given path comes to a set of trees. Large ones. Huge, giant, not really oaks, but more pines. Very closely kind of planted together. Very much so in the sense that they were probably planned. They're a little bit too close to have naturally occurred this way. The trees do have a small path that cuts. There is a place for you to drive the dog sled up to, but due to the proximity of these lands and all these woods, the snow has made a sort of canopy on top. And so as you're approaching, you get within about 100 feet or so without an issue, but you can see the bark and the tree. It is kind of dark with a faint glimmer of blue inside, and there is like for lack of a better term, a snow roof throughout this forest. And as you look onto the ground, there is no snow on the forest floor itself. It's frosted hard, and whatever was down there is potentially maybe slick. But the snow is the trees are such that the snow cannot pass through, and there's like this level of ice above and a clear path for you to walk through.
That is suspicious.
Some might say it's a winter wonderland.
Luther is very concerned about all of this snow and ice above us.
Well,
I cannot see the sun.
if you'd like, I could cast Detect Magic and try and decipher the meaning of this, see if there's anything not natural about it.
Yes.
About trees?
Yes.
All right. All right.
Trees normally don't do that.
All right. Okay. All right.
At least from my experience. I don't know about you guys.
Not all of this snow.
Yeah, all of the snow is quite a interesting idea.
Alright.
I guess if nobody has any objections, I'll take 10 minutes and ritual cast Detect Magic.
Okay. While he does this, is anyone proficient in nature?
Oh, here we go.
Who I am?
Are you really?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Stewart is proficient in nature.
I don't think we've ever had anyone proficient in nature.
Stewart's been
Why is,
proficient in
of
nature
course,
this
the
whole time.
robot is proficient in nature.
I
was about
love
to say.
nature.
Go ahead and make a nature roll for me, Stewart.
Oh.
That's a
Jaden, you.
23.
I will go ahead and say, Jaden, you have received luck from Catweasel 84.
Oh.
Congratulations.
I don't know why yours isn't working, but you do receive that.
You didn't even have to drink a small bottle of apple juice for it.
I can go grab some apple
Jeez.
juice.
All right, with a 17,
It's a
Arthath.
23.
Oh, a 23. Excellent. Well done.
Oh.
With 10 minutes of detect magic, Arthath, you cast that and you go up to the trees and you touch one of them even, and you try to discern what's kind of going on here. You get no sort of ping from anything outside of the magic you already have. Stewart, you look up, and with your 23 nature perception, you gathered that these trees were not planted here. These trees would have had to be planted here to be like this. So they're by design, but they were by design during a time when it wasn't frozen always. So unfortunately, the limbs up top are such that they, over constant snow and the lack of thaw, have naturally created this frosted canopy above.
Oh, yes. Stewart believes this is a natural cause from before the winter haven. Yes, Stewart thinks this is quite a marvelous invention indeed.
I have to concur.
Very
I don't
beautiful.
see any kind of magic here. It's very strange, but very, very pleasant to look at, I must say.
This is
Isn't
why.
it, Ava?
Uh-oh.
What about Ava?
No. What was that?
She gives a sly smile to our dear Luther. You know, I think this might be good for us all. Stretch our legs a little bit. I mean, it's not like the sled's gonna go through here like this. And she begins unhitching the dogs.
It's true.
Will you all carry it? I fear my arms. I don't really feel like I would be the best one for this.
Oh, that's actually why we bring Thor along. Stewart thinks Thor always carries stuff. He's big like that. Isn't that Thor?
What?
Stewart doesn't carry things.
Except yourself. You weigh more than the rest of our supplies combined.
You carry a very tall ego.
Whatever.
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 Whatever, dude.
No. Roll scoops.
Thorvald will just kind of roll his eyes and like, has
Here,
anyone
carry it.
actually gone in?
Ava seems preparing to walk in, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh,
Stewart's,
I'm right behind her.
Stewart always
Of course
goes
you are.
first.
Behind her.
Arthath will lean over to our dear friend who seems so enamored with the wizard. He'll say, "Remember the hotness to crazy scale."
Oh no.
Max, just could you be cool?
But she's
Like,
super
think
cold.
about
I
Luther.
don't
Could you
get
be cool?
You really,
Jesus.
you really think Luther's gonna forget the hotness scale?
Thank you.
You really-
Forgot the second part of the scale.
You know what?
No.
You know what? The sled's too heavy for just Thorvald. You all carry it.
Oh, no way, bro,
Sorry.
I'm leaving it.
Together, you guys all carry it like your pallbearers, like all at once, lifting it up so you can walk through with ease.
I definitely didn't want to bring the sled, but here
No
we go.
way Stewart wants to
Too
bring this.
bad.
No way.
I mean,
okay, we'll work out our biceps. Come on, fellas.
Stewart doesn't even have biceps.
Or a soul.
Sucks to suck,
I don't
doesn't
care what
it?
the poll says.
The poll says yes.
yeah, you do have a soul.
Stewart is trying to stretch his legs, though.
So when he
The-
gets possessed later,
Yeah, so yeah.
Yes, the citizens of the blood gods have decreed that you do have a soul. So
All right.
congratulations. Thank you for everyone who voted in the poll.
Found soul.
Newfound soul. So you begin making your way through this, and Ava walks in front of you, and she kind of gathers the dogs as they kind of run free and travel with you during this time. And you begin making your way through this woods. The ground is hard, frozen, but it's not wet in any shape, form, or fashion. It is like iron and hard, packed from the people who've traveled through here during this time. There, you do see essences of plant life, like leftovers, remnants of what was here before. Some bushes that have gray-green leaves and small petals of flowers that have all fallen off and have been turned statue-like as the petals have fallen around the stems themselves. There's the occasional bird nest with completely solid frozen eggs inside. But no animals, nothing small, no creatures seeking shelter here. Just lifeless, a little strange. All the while, the bit of twilight that comes from these 4 hours of time as you've entered the forest is shining through the canopy of frost, and it casts this glacier blue light throughout your space, like a just an itty dim blue light across the entire area. And Ava's cloak that she wears of all white looks exactly the way her eyes do. And you can walk just fine.
Just to be certain, detect magic lasted for 10 minutes. I didn't see anything during that time.
You don't feel anything.
Okay.
It's not magical, it's just weird.
It's just weird.
Stewart's already told him this.
detect weirdness.
I mean, there could be weirdness within the forest. Who knows?
That's just nature, my boy.
I don't like this nature. This nature is strange and unsettling.
Stewart does find it strange that this is the one reprieve from all the frost and snow, and yet there's no animals down here.
Probably because there's nothing for them to eat. I know you wouldn't know anything about that, but
Stewart thinks carnivores eat other animals.
what did the other animals eat then?
Themselves, Stewart thinks. Gotta adapt, man. Gotta adapt. Nature.
Pat Stewart on the shoulder and
Nature.
say, go ahead. You continue to believe that
Stewart
as long as
questions
you
him if he's ever seen hamsters.
do hamsters eat each other?
They do.
Stewart suggests you don't touch their babies.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
seriously? I did not know that.
Yeah, seriously. If you touch their kids, they just eat them.
Yep.
They're like, this isn't my kid no more. I'm like, oh.
What? Lunch now.
Yeah, you
what
have to take
happens.
the babies out of the cage.
Yep.
Moms don't eat them.
Yep.
Today was such a good day until you mentioned that.
Hey, Stewart had to prove a point.
Oh my god. I knew birds abandon their babies if you touch them, but eat them.
Should we sing a song as we march through with this sled?
I propose we sing Careless Whisper as we walk.
Stewart proposes Sound of Silence.
Very loud for a silent song.
It's quite loud.
All right. I guess we'll just not. It's cool.
We'll just have a nice awkward silence for this awkward woods.
Just stroll through the woods.
I'm okay with that.
Crunch, crunch, clank.
Now, when you said the forest floor was akin to iron, you didn't actually mean that, right? Like I couldn't make armor out of this, you don't think?
No, Stewart's already tried.
Max, why would you make iron out of dirt?
I think it was ice.
I mean, like,
Yeah, but it's
That'd
not. It's
That'd
not
be
metal.
way cooler than dirt.
It's not metal.
Stewart's
It's
so
armor.
Stewart's
Okay.
so hot he melts it with each.
Because I don't need fire to make the armor. I just need time.
Oh, really? Seems kind of strange.
These are the weird conversations we have as we trek through the forest.
I mean, I'm just saying,
We're,
Stewart's
we're
nature.
filling time. What can I say?
Yeah.
I think it's quite remarkable in here, and it, like as she says that, she says it kind of loudly, and it echoes, like it bounces off the roof and off the
Why
ground.
would you say this? Oh no.
Nothing happens. It's just weird.
Whew.
As you guys were kind of quiet, she says it loudly, and it
Our
just
D&D instincts kicked in.
I'm saying
Yeah.
avalanche.
Everything
Avalanche.
vibrates. We prepare to roll dice.
3 mountain
Icicles
trolls.
start falling.
Yeah.
70 hostile snowmen emerge from the fog.
they start falling.
Yes. I agree, Ava. This is quite beautiful. This is the nicest place I have seen in this frozen wasteland.
Stewart yells out, "Stewart is the greatest," just to hear it echo.
The greatest, 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 greatest.
Indeed, Forrest, Stewart is the greatest.
I agree, Luther. It's kind of like it's as if this small area was untouched by Arl. You know?
Yes. What do you think could cause such a phenomenon?
I think in the beginning, it didn't turn as hot or it didn't turn as cold every night. And so I think there was a blizzard and it began to thaw. Then it froze again. And there was another blizzard and it began to thaw and it froze again. And I think it made layers and layers of ice.
That's an interesting theory. I agree with it because I have no better opinions to offer.
Stewart's right here.
Still,
All right,
what do you
Stewart,
think
what's
it is?
yours?
Oh, Stewart? Stewart thinks it's marvelous nature, of course. Stewart thinks that, you know, stuff freezes and it piles on and it keeps freezing until it's solid.
Stuart, I think you might be an idiot.
Okay, mister.
No, and in a way, Stewart's right.
He is right, but he just said the same thing that you said.
Yes.
Well, Stewart can't. You just have to repeat the same thing twice if you want the right thing.
I think most people who repeat the things I say are wise. Don't you, Arthur?
Don't say it.
Oh, no.
Don't do it.
I'm not going to say anything.
Don't.
I'm not going to
Some
acknowledge
just
that
want to
one.
Go back to the castle.
So, Thor, you're looking... I like your armor. It's very nice. Change the
Yes,
subject.
we
Yeah,
made
just-
it. It was very nice to be made. Make me feel better. It's like I'm wearing my skin again.
I'm glad you like the symbols. I thought they were a bit flashy, but as long as you were happy with it, you know.
Stewart, as a man of fashion, thinks you are looking quite fabulous.
I appreciate that, though
Stewart
that
thinks he
wasn't
might get some of
necessarily the
those.
point.
Stewart, well,
Um,
Stewart also wants engravings like those. He thinks it looks pretty cool.
You want the same ones?
Yeah, Stewart thinks it's pretty dope.
Okay. I mean, the next morning we could, you know, whenever we stop to rest, I could work on that for you.
Oh, I'd appreciate it. Stewart would love that.
You want it to look exactly like his, right? Okay.
Exactly. I want to be a mere image. Mini Thorvald Stewart.
Do you want me to make one for Tiny Stewart as well?
Stewart might even make his face look the same, or just transform.
Whoa.
No.
You see the end of these woods coming up.
Oh no.
Lord.
Oh no, I was stalling. I didn't want it to happen.
Anyways, Stewart sees light.
There's further along. You see the end of this path that went through these woods, and the bright kind of blue that permeated throughout, and the silence and the weirdness is overshadowed by now slight winds and everything that are on the outside of the forest, and you start to see the vague dying bits of twilight on the far side as you get ready to leave.
Well, the sun was nice while it lasted.
Stewart's not looking forward to being freezing again.
Well, we have our amulets.
Oh, that's right, Stewart. Yeah, Stewart forgot. That's right. Stewart's always hot.
You and your amulets.
Thorvald not looking quite as stylish without it, if I must say.
Together, you put the dog sled down and pack up the dogs and attach them again. You find your spots to sit on the sled, and off you are again. It's another hour and a half or so to East Haven. As you are cresting the last hill that would lead you to the valley below, you see the sprawling city beneath you. There is a large harbor with several docks that spread out into a frozen lake. Let me just adjust our map for us real quick.
Oh yeah.
Let me adjust our map for us. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
I don't own any token with vision in this scene.
Oh, okay, cool.
No, I
Stewart's
can't.
blind.
I see.
Stewart doesn't have eyes.
Oh no,
I see nothing.
Stewart! How could this happen to you?
Here we are.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Who am I missing?
The witch trap.
Stewart? Oh no, there's Stewart.
No,
How
I
do
have
I
Stewart. Oh,
How do I work
Thorvald.
this crazy
You're
contraption?
missing Luther?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
there's
there I
Luther.
go.
There's
Over
Thor.
here.
I found him.
That was
There
fun.
he is.
As you crest over from the on the right side, you see the frozen lake, and you see all these docks that stretch out into it. You see a couple ships that are actually frozen in place, and next to the lake as it is crusted completely over. Hundreds and hundreds of houses. This is the largest city you've been to date, and it is not close. And if you feel as though this is like a 3 snowflake accommodation location, there are places to stay, there are places to shop, and there are locations to visit. And as you crest over the hill, Ava says, "You know, I much prefer the solitude of the care to this. I hate when there's so many people around."
How interesting.
Also, they burned one of my friends the other day, so I'd rather keep a quiet, low profile. If I do say so myself.
Oh, this is that place where
They-
Heard about that.
Yes.
They burned your friend?
Well, more like a colleague. I wouldn't call us friends.
We heard about that,
Mhm.
and were detained.
What did he do?
This
Was
was
it
a
too
sacrificial thing, correct?
It
Another one of
was.
those frozen souls. It'll be great.
Yeah, maybe. I think that they. I didn't get a clear answer why, and I don't necessarily want to go asking about him. But I know that he. I know that he caught. They discovered his magical prowess, which is not exactly in the good realm of things, I should say. Are any of you familiar with necromancy?
Ah.
Yes, there's a reason I carry a mace.
Well, in that case, I
That's the
should
reason
let
I
you.
carry my symbol.
He was dabbling. Well, last I saw him at the Arcanum, he was dabbling a little too dark, and I believe they might have caught him in the act, you should say. And that would be my guess. That sort of thing,
That's tasteful, to say the least.
isn't it?
Might be one of the few justified killings then.
She leans back and looks. She leans back and looks at Luther. She's like, "Have you ever done necromancy?"
Oh no. Necromancy is far too messy. The corpses and the death and the decay. No, I uh, I am an evoker. I summon the flames, the passionate inferno that burns within me, and I release it into the world.
That must be why you're so warm. She kind of like nestles back into you a little bit.
Oh.
My concern is growing for our hot-headed friend.
Concern.
What an
This
astute
fine.
observation.
This is fine.
We should go by the wet trout if we're gonna find some a guide that would probably be where they are. Rangers, I hear, love to drink.
Stewart also loves to drink. What a coincidence.
You can't drink.
What?
I don't know why I waste my breath on you sometimes.
Technically, he can, but it
Stewart
doesn't
can drink all he wants.
do much.
You don't know that. You're not Stewart.
Doesn't it fall out of your body as you do it?
What?
Wait, are you all telling me you don't know what he is?
What?
He's a robot.
The Warforged, yes?
Stewart's not
He's-
a warforged.
Are you
What?
not a warforged? What are you then?
Oh, really?
Stewart's a human, just like the rest of you.
Stewart is an idiot.
I'm not a human.
Stewart is delusional.
What are you talking about?
Ava looks you up and down for a second. Clearly
Stewart's
a
getting
robot.
sick of this.
You must forgive my friend. He is
An idiot.
He has a few screws loose, you could say.
Ah,
got him.
Suddenly, an arrow pierces Arthath in the chest. You take 20 d20 pun
Oh.
damage.
I thought you were just gonna say 20.
20 d20 pun damage.
It's not good.
Pun
I
damage.
think I might be dead.
See you later.
lay on hands, bro.
Oh no, I ain't saving him.
I'm the only one worth revivifying.
Revivify, yeah.
You can have the diamonds that I picked up.
Ava looks around at Ava looks around at all of you. This Stewart is a marvel of magical prowess. He is an artifact of another realm, Eberron, if you've ever heard of it. He has a soul. They are a magical, just treasure, is what he is, and he is as strong a person as any of you.
I don't
Stewart
like
would
this
like to think he's a
Eberron.
stronger person than all of them, but
Can he drink?
Yes, he can. He can drink. He needs not to. He doesn't work the same as all of you, but his soul is just as closely intact as any of yours.
mhm.
I don't like Eberron.
I don't care what you like, Thor.
Stewart is pretty marvelous.
You should treat him as you would any
also a dad.
other soul, and he should be just fine. There's nothing wrong with him. There's nothing different about him.
True.
I'll consult Torm and then see what he says later.
If your god tells you to treat him differently because he doesn't look the same, you should reconsider your god.
Ooh. Stewart agrees.
I do not disagree that Stewart is a person as much as any of us.
The strongest person, I think, was
I disagree with that point, but that's beside the point I was making.
trying to tussle.
I mean, what's your strength score?
Try to tussle.
Mine?
No.
Oh. Yeah, what is your strength score, Stewart?
24.
This is a lie.
I don't think he's telling the truth.
That part's a lie.
I do not disagree with the fact that he's a person, he has a soul, and that he shouldn't be treated any differently based on how he looks. But he is kind of an ass sometimes.
This is true.
I mean, he has that drunk in the trunk. That is true.
That's true.
No, he is. He doesn't have.
We should continue
What's
on.
your pun damage?
I took 10d4.
Who?
10d4 pun damage.
Ouch.
Is there anything you all need to do before we could all meet up at the Wet Trout when you're done with your shopping or the things you need to do before we head out?
I'd like to do some shopping away from this group for a minute.
Okay.
Luther, do you want to come with me?
Ava, do you need anything to shop?
No, I'm all set.
Well, yes, let us travel.
Can you guys look out for magical arrows for Stewart?
Go look for
Stuart's
them
going to go
yourself.
drink. I'm going to make
Stewart's getting drunk at the bar. He would.
One.
Oh my god.
I'll
Stewart's
watch
got to
him.
go win
I'll
some more
watch
money.
him. I'll watch him. I
You'll
won't
take
do
care of
much
him?
good,
Thank
but
you.
I'll watch
Okay.
him.
All right.
Thank you.
Stewart's about to spend all his money on poker. Let me find those ruffians.
Here we go.
Is there anything, Thorvald, is there anything you'd like to do? You're good to go. All right, perfect.
I'm fine.
I was like, I find the near. I pray. That's what I do.
Barghorn, you've been in town for a little while. Is there anything you would have wanted to accomplish before the party meets you?
No, just hanging out, staying at the inn,
Oh, yeah.
drinking. You know,
Drink,
Oh, yeah.
drinking a lot.
My kind of guy.
That's my
doing your
man.
thing.
Wait, what? You're not even drinking. You went to go shop.
That's my kind of guy, not Arthat's
Nah,
kind of
that's
guy.
my kind of guy.
Drinking a lot, gambling,
understand. There's a
meeting
difference.
people, that sort of thing. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Cool. All right. Well, let's resolve that very quickly. Arthath, what are you looking for?
I want to try and find a smithy to see if I can pick up some supplies to make something interesting.
Sure. Give me a quick investigation.
All right. I'm gonna cast guidance because I am not good with that.
You could also roll charisma, like a persuasion, a straight charisma if you wanted to.
I don't have a negative to that, so that's pretty good.
Okay.
I'll take that one instead.
Okay.
And plus a 1d4. Hey, my guidance sucked, but my normal thing did not.
Yeah.
It's an 18.
18. So, in lieu of just searching around, you quickly find a couple of gentlemen and ask them where the nearest smithy is. They point you in the right direction. You're there within the hour. As you arrive, you find a gentleman who is amicable and helpful. And what do you need?
Some basic smithing supplies, really, like materials to work with, just so I can make something on the fly if we need it.
Okay.
So like iron, something like that.
Raw materials in this location are readily available. Is it a gold piece requirement you're looking for, or what are you trying to get? You're looking for general material to make a certain amount of armor. Tell me what you're looking for.
Yeah, I don't think I can make magical, like permanent magical armor. So just like the basic, iron, maybe some leather to kind of craft a good handle, something like that.
Okay. So you're just looking to resupply and have some things on hand if you needed to make materials in the future. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Like some rods, maybe some plates that you could weld together and do that sort of
So
thing.
basically smith tools, right? Mechanically speaking.
I have those. I just need the materials to make them with.
Material components worth. You can buy them at a 1-to-1 rate in this town. So,
Okay.
How many gold pieces worth of materials would you like to buy?
How many would it take to make like one weapon?
It's half.
So
the,
like
half,
a-
the-
yeah,
half the full cost,
Half the
right?
price?
Yes, that's
okay.
correct, Davis. It's half the price of what the item would cost. So if a rapier's 5 gold, you can create it for 2.5
Excellent. Okay.
worth of material.
I think I have enough gold for this. I think I have 20. I'll take like 20 pieces of material
Okay.
to work
So
with.
20. You know how forging works. I don't, but you have 20 gold pieces worth of either iron or steel or leather and buckles and rivets and all those things that you would need if you were in the field and you needed to grab something at any given time.
Sweet.
Hmm?
That is what I wanted. I did, however, most of this trip was so I could talk to Luther. If I'm being honest, I'll kind of pull him aside as we're walking and be like, Ava, I understand that you find her attractive. I do.
Yes.
I understand that. However, we have absolutely no idea what she wants other than magic power. And I don't think that she is going to be a good fit for you in the long run, if I could be honest with you.
The long run. See, you think too far ahead, my friend. We are enjoying each other's company.
Oh, it's that kind of relationship.
See, she understands the arcane. She understands the arcane as I do. We are intellectuals of the magical arts, and yes, I mean she is quite beautiful, but you know, I do not think you need to worry about that.
I just don't want to see your heart in the wrong place, my friend. I have not known you that long, but I do know when to look out for my companions.
The fires of the heart burn passionately, and occasionally they will flicker away, but they will always be embers.
I will pretend I knew what that meant. However, just make sure you have my blessing to pursue her as you wish, but just make sure that she doesn't use you. Okay? Make sure you have a good relationship. That's all I ask. I don't want to see you fall into what would be the word? A bad time.
You need not worry, my friend. But thank you for your concern.
It's good to hear it. If she harms you in any way, though, I will absolutely destroy her with this Mace of Warning. Or attempt to my very best of ability.
She is very formidable, I can tell. You do what you must.
I'll say that's a lot of big talk for someone who can't cast Wall of Force.
I said I would try. I'll lay down my life for my friends.
Digging is the strat.
Dude, whatever, dude. Mold Earth. Mold Earth.
All right, look. We're not talking about that right now. All right, and that's about all I would say. As I feel a little bit more reassured now that my friend isn't going to be used and abused and thrown out like trash by this powerful wizard.
She's just very, very interesting.
Oh no, he's definitely gonna be used and abused.
Never mind.
It's gonna be used
no
and
longer,
abused, not thrown out like trash.
Not yet.
no longer confident in that, but I feel slightly better.
Mhm.
And now that I have my materials, I think I'm done with my shopping trip.
Okay. Did you acquire those diamonds and things you were looking for at the castle, or did you acquire them here?
I acquired them at the castle because I didn't have to spend gold on them.
There you go. Okay. Perfect. What'd you get? I forget.
So I think I picked up 2 diamonds and then 4 pearls. The diamonds are worth 300 and the pearls are worth 100. So we can cast Identify 4 times and Revivify 3 times if we use Stewart's ring.
No way Stewart's giving up his ring.
You're not here for this conversation.
No way, Stewart.
You can only use it on Stewart.
He will not give it up willingly, but he may make
Stewart
it.
eats
Pry it off of his cold, dead body.
Stewart eats it.
Fry his whole hand off.
I'll
Stewart
unscrew it if I need to.
Yeah. Just cast heat metal on Stewart.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Takes off the amulet. Woo!
Okay. All right. So with all of that accomplished in East Haven, I'll say you did things fairly quickly. You kind of know what you're doing. You had your conversations while you were walking. About an hour and a half goes by. Stewart, you're doing some gambling, yeah?
Oh yeah, dude. Stewart's going to the wet trout. We're busting in.
You bought.
Stewart goes through the front door. Lord Stewart has arrived.
Thorvald follows him. He's not a lord.
Ava, Thorvald, and Stewart, you all arrive into the Wet Trout, a tavern lively as it is. There are people everywhere, many of them having a good drink, many of them having a good time. Barkhorn, you see this as they enter into the space. A Warforged loudly pronounces that he is in the building, as it were, and the drinks and frivolities begin. They are far from inconspicuous, and they are enjoying their time. What do you happen to be doing at this given moment, and what do you look like? That sort of thing.
So, Barghorn is a large, brown-haired, mangy, hairy man. He's sitting at the bar drinking some mead or beer or water, whatever they have. And just kind of watches them because, need to watch out for them. They're going to be all loud. They also might be fools, might be able to get some money off of them. Stuff like that.
All
I
right.
fear for you.
Stewart goes up to the bar, drinks on Stewart, puts down 5 gold.
On the house, gentlemen and ladies, and like the wenches go everywhere and start passing out beer. It is your full 5 gold is gone.
Oh yeah.
And then the whole crowd raises a glass to you, and it gets even rowdier. The music picks up. There's a slight, just a little bit more tickle on the uptick on the notes, and it starts to get crazy in there, right?
Who's trying to play cards? Stewart's ready.
Barghorn's
Please
going
don't
to
play
walk up
cards with
to
them. Please don't play cards with them.
Barghorn. He walks over to the little metal man and he says, "Oi, you're a good man right here." He grabs you and pulls you up, lifts you off the ground, hugging you, kind of
God,
crushes you a little.
He's big. He's big.
Yeah. What race are you?
Oh,
I'm a shifter.
Shifter. So this is
we're kinda like-
this is a big dude.
Yeah, that's a big boy.
Stewart's pretty big too.
Well,
Bar,
you're a little one to me.
All right.
Stewart's heavy. This dude's big.
Yeah.
Stewart hugs back.
I'll give him a little noogie.
Gives
Yeah.
a meat for all. Stewart downs it.
Yeah, chug the
Oh,
entire
please.
drink, grab another one, chug it too.
Oh yeah. Stewart leans in closer to his newfound friend. You ever played cards before?
All the time. All the
Stewart's
time,
not
little
looking-
cards
man.
with them. You lose all your gold.
Stewart's new to the area. He's looking to play some cards.
He's a liar.
Let's go, mate. Let's go.
Let's get it. Stewart goes with his newfound friend, meat in hand. Play some cards.
We will play some cards and have some
Please don't
interaction.
throw fists when you lose.
Thorvald, are you playing cards?
No!
I play cards.
Oh, go, Thorvald, come on, Thorvald.
Thorvald's a great card player.
Everybody look at my friend Thorvald. He came here to play cards and take names.
I did no such
Someone get this man a drink.
Please, no.
I grab Thorvald, I grab him, bring him along.
Do the witches descend on Thorvald?
Witches descend.
Like freaking vultures.
The blood starts flowing out of his nose like...
This is the most anime Dungeons and Dragons scene I've ever seen in my life.
We just need an intro.
It's fantastic. We will play some gambling. A few other unscrupulous fellows sit down at the table with all of you to play the gambling game, that as it were, and you all sit down to this. We'll play over the next hour and a half or so as you all get to know each other. Before our friends arrive. In order to do so, I'd like for you both to roll a D100.
Good roll for Stewart's. Yes.
Perfect. 26.
26. So, as you were all having this conversation, the cards go flying and the bids are rolling. You're playing perhaps some spades, some corners, maybe a game of poker or two. I don't know. Whatever game you choose to play, you're playing it. Successfully, Stewart, you are a gambling aficionado. And over your time, you managed to not lose anything.
Let's go.
Barghorn. Oh, my dear Barghorn. You only managed to lose you only managed to lose a full gold piece.
Oh, I slammed my hand on the table. Someone's cheating.
Yes, someone is cheating.
Stewart might think it's his cold, hard metal face. Nobody can see through it. The emotion hides.
Okay. You are a liar and a cheat, and everyone knows it.
You can't tell. You can't.
I don't need to tell.
I'm gonna need an insight check.
Over time, you all the three of you and Barkhorn and Ava begin to get to know one another over this hour and a half or so. And during your conversation, we pick up with Ava reaching over, playing some cards with you, of course.
Yeah.
Let's see how she did. Did you play Thorvald? Thorvald,
Thorvald, we definitely drug him in there. He didn't have a choice.
Thorvald.
We sat him down.
Will you?
Stewart's sitting there playing my card. Like,
Oh!
getting
Roll-
all my money? No!
roll a d100, Thorvald. for peer pressure's sake.
For peer pressure.
Surrounded by winches, he has nowhere to go.
Yep.
Steam starts coming out of his ears.
Oh yeah, Thorvald!
Oh,
That's what I'm
yeah.
talking about,
Oh,
Thorvald!
okay.
Beginner's luck, as it were. Thorvald, you managed.
Telling you my cards are good. What's wrong with you people?
Thorvald, go ahead and roll me 2d4.
Did the music stop?
It did. I don't know why it keeps
Awkwardly.
doing that. Like the piper broke his string. It tings across the
we go.
office.
He figured it out. He found a new string.
He got a new loot, and here we go. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. It's being weird. With your 3, you managed to gain 3 gold pieces with your beginner's luck, Thorvald.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
Congratulations, you've committed a grave sin.
I know. I would give it to people, but I think that bad things would happen.
Stewart will take it.
No, you won't.
Stewart.
Oh,
You don't need any incentives.
oh,
You
over
know, a real man would buy drinks for everybody with that winnings.
Is that
man.
I
I agree. A real man would.
I
drinks
guess.
for everyone?
Oh yeah!
Ah! My man.
This
Well
is,
done,
this is
Thorvald.
character development for Thorvald right here. He's learning how to gamble.
Ava will say, Barkhorn, you are quite the gambler. I'm sorry such ill luck has befallen you. Do tell us, what brings you to East Haven? You don't look like you're exactly from around here.
Oh, I'm not. I was brought in by one of my old friends. He works up on the hill up in the hills, and I came down here because me and him we had a falling out. So I decided to come down here, stay the night in a little bit, get some good drinks, get some good eats, and waiting on him to get back in contact with me.
Now that's wise. Get away from the cold, yeah?
Oh yeah, it's a little bitey out there.
Our dear Stewart here, he can't feel cold, isn't that right?
Stewart's always. Oh, Stewart used to be cold, but thanks to this amulet, Stewart's always hot, baby. Speaking of which, Stewart would like meat.
Someone brings you meat.
Thank you. Stewart grows hungry.
I'm
Well,
not there.
I feel plenty of cold. If you have any way of getting me one of them amulets, I'd
No,
I'd
don't
love
do it.
that.
Please, no, please.
I do believe we had one that was designed for Thorvald.
Oh,
I think
we
I've got
do.
somewhere spare.
We do.
I believe I
Oh,
kept
we
a
do.
spare. We can acquire you one should you wish.
I mean, I would love to have
Yeah,
one because
Stewart thinks a great.
hair only works so well, you know.
I was like, sign me up for the cult, guys. It's good. I'm ready.
Hey,
One of us.
low
one of
intelligence.
us.
Barkhorn,
Barcord.
you seem like a decent guy.
Yeah. You seem like a good fellow yourself.
Amulets are cursed.
You won't be that for long if he wears the amulet.
The amulets are cursed.
Oh, it's all right. There's no such thing as curses.
It's not gross. Stewart's been wearing it all day. Nothing wrong with Stewart.
Yeah, you guys are all wearing one, and none of you are bad.
I'm
Oh,
True.
boy.
This is true. None of us are bad.
Yet.
true.
An evil man would not buy drinks for everyone in the bar.
Not unless they were poisoned. Just kidding.
That's true.
But
I
they're
guess.
not, so what's the point?
I mean, they're not. Yeah, Stewart.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Well, why would you bring that up then? That doesn't really make sense.
That's just Stewart. That's just...
Just crazy old Stewart.
Oh, look, Stewart's drinking it too.
Oh wow!
Oh, well, if Stewart's drinking it, then of course it's fine.
Why, yes.
Okay, then.
So Barkhorn, do you know anyone around these parts who could serve as a guide for the surrounding area? We are actually in need of someone to take us into the wilderness.
I'm getting tired
I mean,
of
I could
I
could help you out with that. I'm pretty naturey, adventurous, bodyguard. You know, I do lots of stuff, and I kind of know the area, so I could do that. I just don't have to go up and tell my buddy and my buddy, what's his name, Arcadius. I'd have to go tell him that I'd be leaving, but I mean, he doesn't need me right now, anyways.
Marcadius.
Oh yeah, that's my main man up in the mountains.
Ava looks at Stewart and Thorvald.
Yes.
I think this may be our man.
Nice. Stewart agrees.
Let's wait for the others. I'll explain.
Well, while we wait, Stewart's gonna go ask the bard if he can show Stewart how to play that instrument he's using.
He is mid-set
practicing.
and won't talk to you.
Oh!
Come on, Stewart, don't bother the man while he's working.
Stewart's gonna annoy him.
A
Stewart.
couple of awkward
is a
off-key plucks.
singular force of nature. He is
Stewart is drunk and cannot see straight.
into he goes in one direction and doesn't stop,
He's
whatever that direction is at the time.
unstoppable. That's right.
Did he say unstoppable?
That's what he said.
Good sir, how do I pull these strings? You must show me.
There are two large Goliaths who begin to loom and stand with their chairs by the door.
Oh, Stewart. I did promise to keep him out of trouble. I'll be back.
Oh, we'll go grab him. Let's
Yeah,
go
you-
grab him.
You're much better at that than I am.
Well, I could use your help. You know,
Yes, you could.
You grab one arm, I'll grab the other.
I have a feeling you'll pick your side farther, but I'll
You'll be fine.
Stewart
Go.
detaches his arms.
Stewart,
I grabbed his
What the
arm.
hell?
Stewart,
I
you
did
can't
the
detach
thing.
your arms.
What?
I throw the arm on the ground.
Stewart reluctantly goes with them.
Reluctantly, they return to the table. Over this time and the gambling and the funds that are had, Ava continues to eye our dear Barkhorn hungrily. And before
Barkhorn knows that kind of look.
as Luther and Arthath arrive, you arrive to a wet trout that is booming with fun and jovial nature, and the lutes are playing, and you see your friends have met a rather large figure. They're playing some cards, and they have a table near the stage.
Arthur, Luther,
Hello.
I think that there are drinks on the house.
My
for you.
friends.
Always
The house.
Always
Are you
drinks on the
giving
house when
drinks out?
Stewart's in. Stewart never stopped.
Yes, and
Well,
and
a toast to my friend Stewart then.
Ah, yes. Stewart will get quite turned up in here.
It's a long story.
This boy, this man right here, pointing to Thorvald, he's the one who bought everybody drinks.
Stewart did it before. It was cool.
Yeah, but you've
What?
only bought one round. He bought 3.
He
Brought what?
I bought 2 gold more than him.
Well,
Stewart bought more drinks than everybody else here.
Stuart, I can see, but
That's
Thorvald?
it.
Really?
Stewart will not be one up.
Thorvald.
Stewart
Look who
puts
has
5
decided
more
to
gold.
lighten up.
Look at that.
Stuart pays 5 more gold pieces.
Stewart's buying more drinks.
Arthath will walk over, take a drink, and clap Thorvald on the shoulder.
This
This is
ridiculous.
a most welcome change to seeing you, my friend.
I'm going to have to think long and hard tonight. My brain hurts now, though.
His
Luther goes to
conscience
six
grows
next
heavier with each passing second.
So many prayers. So many-
I didn't know you could gamble and not lie. But apparently, people don't believe me when I tell them that my cards are better than theirs.
Well, my friend, gambling is just a chance that we all take. Although I will be sure to keep that in mind next time we gamble together.
Yes.
Thank
I'm
you.
pretty sure it's the luck of the gods.
You're probably right.
I know. Stewart's always right.
This is not true. However, he does have a point.
Amidst
You're
our
very smart. You're just not very wise.
amidst our friends' very poor manners, I don't know if you know this, but Luther, Arthath, may I introduce you to our new guide, Boghorn. Boghorn. This is Luther Del Zesto and Arthath.
I grab them both and I just squeeze them in for a big giant hug. Say, my friends.
If any affectionate
nice to
ones,
meet
this
ya.
one is just
Arthath. Oh
well
my
met,
God.
my friend.
Stewart's getting in on this.
Yes, my name is Arthath.
My
Arthath
name's
is not a
Barghorn.
small guy, by the way. He
He
weighs
picked
well
up
over
Stewart.
200 pounds, but he's being manhandled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This dude's huge.
Big ol' hugs all around.
Like you guys are all like tall and big or whatever, but
we're a pretty
like,
big party.
we're
Yeah.
a big party, like right. But Barghorn is like one of
He's up
those
there.
like Irish strongmen, like
Yeah.
just
Like the mountain.
like just the mountain, just like he is as wide this way as he is that way. You know, he's a biggin. He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
Yes.
Well, this is how it feels to receive a hug from someone larger than me. Thank you for the experience.
Of course, anytime.
I think we'll get
love that.
along quite well with this man. He seems very amicable.
I think we will as well.
So you will be the guide for our journey, yes?
Say again.
So you will be the guide for our journey, yes?
What journey?
Oh
I
dear,
haven't got there yet.
Luther. What did you say his name was again, Barghorn? Your friend in the mountains?
I think it was Marcadius.
Marcadius, yes.
Getting a little drunk.
Luther, have you heard that name?
I don't know.
Go ahead and make
Have
an
I heard that name?
go ahead and make an Arcana check.
An Arcana check. Yeah, I'm good at this.
I hope
He's
so.
like, he's like, have I?
Arcana.
So, like, let me reach back in my memory.
Yes, let me see.
Ooh.
Yes, you're 22. Ah, yes, that guy.
Luther, you would remember, and at the name, you know that Marcadius is another member or another former member of the Arcane Brotherhood. He was removed or left the Arcane Brotherhood of his own will, and has not been seen in some time.
What kind of magic did he study?
He would have studied transmutation magic. It's his primary goal. Is what he had.
Okay.
Um,
Transmutation.
yeah.
Interesting.
So Abe says, Marcadius is just the man that we are actually looking for. Isn't that right, Luther?
Ah, yes. Another master of the arcane arts.
Well, he's a bright old master of a pain in the rear. Is what he is. But if you guys won't see him, I'll take you up there first thing in the morning.
Yes. But
Why?
tonight, we eat, we drink, and we be merry.
How far?
Exactly.
How far is it to? Where is he? Do you know? Is he in a? Where is he at?
He's up in a cabin up on the mountains.
And how
up
far?
in the mountains.
How far is it?
It's not too far, but it's far enough. I mean, we could, if you want to go overnight, we can. It's just
What a vague answer.
It's only 3 o'clock. Is it? Is an hour? 2 hours? 3 hours? How far is it?
I mean, it's probably about. I think it's like 2 hours, 3 hours.
2 or
It's not
3?
Yeah, not too far. But
Gentlemen.
it's cold. We're warm.
It's always cold here, Barghorn. There's no time like the present.
It's not cold in this tavern, but all right, I'll go with you. It's fine. Let's go.
Well,
I'll show you the
let
way.
me.
But the drinks and the winches, and
We-
we are having a good time. We just got here.
Stewart did just get here.
No, we
what
just
they're
got
called.
here, not you.
We literally
You've
just
been
got
here.
here.
You've been here
Stewart
for
only-
over an hour.
Stewart only remembers the last 5 minutes. I think I just got here.
Somebody needs to
Yes.
upgrade their hard drive.
Well,
I think he needs
Yes.
some more RAM.
He just
Stewart-
has, like,
Stewart
has,
finds
like,
life
5
more interesting
terabytes of
without a
RAM.
hard drive.
Yes.
Ava will pull her hood up real quick just to cover her face and says, "I would prefer not to stay in town overnight, given the climate.
Stewart has
Oh.
3 winches.
Oh,
How-
yeah.
However,
That's
if
right.
you
Oh,
if you insist, we can stay over the evening.
I mean, it's whatever the little lady
Same,
wants.
I don't I don't want to be
magic stuff.
I don't want to impose upon you all, but I do also want to be safe."
You are imposing. Stewart agrees.
It is still
I will
early. We
slap
will.
Stewart on the back of his metal head.
Yes. Perhaps
Stewart.
perhaps a few more hours of revelry, and then we will be on our way. Yes.
How far was it?
It's
3
about
hours.
2 to 3 hours.
Oh.
Hours.
With the
Well,
with the dogs, it should
considering
be
that we
faster.
have about 3 hours of daylight every day, more or less.
Yes. Stewart checks his watch. Plenty of time.
There's plenty of time.
Well,
There's plenty of time to get there today,
Okay.
You got this.
even with a few hours of revelry.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
I
Let's
think
revelry
those are
commence.
Oh, yeah.
in
Yes.
order, for sure.
The revelry, then.
I almost escaped.
Bring him back.
Not today.
Everybody, as a joint effort, we pull Thorvald back in.
Yeah.
He kind of like just accepts his fate.
Pick him up like a suitcase.
Someone put a tube in his mouth. I'll start pouring.
No.
Yes.
Get the keg!
Cast protection from poison on myself.
Stewart would never.
Yes.
That would have been
Party.
smart.
Let me
It is
ask.
smart, isn't it?
Let me ask you this, Barghorn, because the rest are the other pieces of what I know are simply rumors. Did he find it?
Did he find his project he's working on?
Yes.
I mean, he's working on it. He's kind of being a right pain and kind of not being a good friend.
Right
Looking
foul get, eh?
Yeah, right. Not being a very good friend, so I left him. He's working on it still.
But he found the star.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what he was. The star, a star. He found a rock. Looked kind of like a star. I'm not so intelligent. I'm not all about this magical stuff. This is a rock. He said it was important. I
Thinking.
assume.
I can see why you got bored.
Oh, I didn't get bored. He's just a jerk. I cooked him dinner,
Oh,
and he said it was gross. So I said, "Well,
What?
you cook your own dinner."
what?
And I came back
Oh.
down here.
That is an
True.
ultimate betrayal of a man's
Exactly.
trust.
Luther,
I'm
Luther,
sorry.
would you like a shot of tequila?
And
Oh, why, yes.
Oh, now that the drink's okay.
She call it. They coming
I
over
was
to you.
drinking before. What do you mean?
Alright.
There are
Luther's
two.
been drinking.
Two.
He
she-
got a cup of ale right now.
Would anyone else like one?
I'll take 2.
Stewart will take 3.
Oh, I'll take 4.
Oh, Stewart 5.
Please stop.
I don't think there's going to be any left when
Can't
we're
True.
done.
come under the table. He can't
Two-
get drunk.
Two for each of them. Arthath, would you have one? Thorvald. It's a time for celebration.
Yes.
I
And one for
suppose
yourself
so.
as well, right?
Oh, of course.
Of course.
One
why not?
I never turn down tequila. Oh, round for the
Only
table.
one?
2 for these as well.
I've never
Only
even,
one?
It's okay, Thorvald. I'll stick it out with you. I understand.
They bring little small glass flutes that have these kind of like little edges that kind of widen as you get to the top of just this pure clear liquid, and they pour them all for you. 2 for Barkon, 2 for Stewart, and then 1 for everyone else. And
This looks like water.
it is
Oh, it's
water.
the good stuff.
It is water, but for
Tastes
your
just
soul.
like water.
And she holds it up, says, "To our future successes."
Stewart holds up both.
Very well.
Yes.
This is a toast. I've never had one.
Yeah. And she just throws it back.
That we're doing this
Oh
then.
yeah. Oh yeah, we're doing this.
water!
It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, we're doing this.
That's
I
the
like
good stuff.
I like the burn.
The bun is nice, yes.
Oh yeah.
Let's go put hairs on your chest.
I have scales.
Let's go put hair on your scales then. I don't know.
That's disgusting.
Here, right, yes.
Please don't.
Somebody look. Stewart's metal grows hairs.
That's even more unlikely.
I find it strange that you people do this for fun.
No, it's the start isn't the thing that.
You must learn
As
to
he kinda
relax,
falls
Thorvald. Let your inhibitions run free.
Stewart.
No!
Well, don't do that. Don't listen to him. He's a wizard. Let the numbness kind of enter your fingers. You know.
I'm saying Stewart requires more women of the night.
Stewart, have fun.
Stewart heads to the back.
In the due time, Ava will lean over closer to Luther, and she'll just catch him for a moment while everyone's caught up in the reveille, in a bit of a stage whisper, and she'll say, "So what I know is Marcadius was up here looking for a Netheresian artifact. Do you believe that?"
Very interesting.
Yeah. I believe that the Black Star is what he's found. And our dear Barghorn over here, simpleton that he is, I think he described it as well as he could, just a rock. And it should, given the proper activations and enchantments and such, oh my goodness, it ought to let us in this whole Rime all on its own. And the fortress will be a hip drop and a skip to take. No problems at all.
Hip drop and a skip.
Yep.
The alcohol's hitting her too. What?
Yeah.
My head is so tough.
It's a little fuzzy. Ugh.
Yes, ma'am.
Make a Arcana check.
All right.
Another one.
Another one.
You can do
During this whole
Arcana.
exchange, Arthas is just trying to teach Thorvald how to get drunk successfully.
Does a 13 do it?
I would say yes. I'd say 13
light
does.
work. Let's go.
Yeah, it wasn't hers. When she says the word Netheresian, and that brings to mind the I believe it's called Netheris. There's the lost city of Netheris, which you've heard to be a myth and a rumor, and it was supposedly an ancient arcane magocracy city that disappeared long before anything that you know existed. And so, but there are said to be these artifacts that exist within the material plane. And for this to be an artifact from the city of Netheris, it would be quite the remarkable find.
Yeah.
She looks very excited when she tells you the story.
Oh yes, I share in her excitement. I stare deeply into her eyes as she tells me all of this.
You know, she leans a little closer. I think that if someone were to bring that back to the Arcane Brotherhood, it would be of great consideration for admittance.
Is that so?
Yes. And then there are other things over here that I want, but when all this is said and done, I think you should take it. You've got the stuff of an arcanist, Luther.
Well, coming from such a great and powerful wizard as yourself, it means a lot to hear. I would be honored to enter into such esteemed company.
She kind of like blinks her eyes too slowly and drags her hand across your knee as she leans back away and takes her drink and joins the rest of the crowd.
Okay, I follow.
Ah!
I just
Welcome
like to
back.
mention.
Like she just kind of like you're all still sitting at the same table. She just leans back and joins the
Okay.
conversation with everyone else.
Oh, okay.
I just like to mention that I was reading chat and someone described Stewart as like lemon grab from Adventure Time. I think that's the most
so
accurate thing I've heard all day.
This happens, dude. This happens.
Silence!
Unacceptable!
Unacceptable!
Oh no.
You
Yes,
monsters.
Stewart would
It's
comment,
almost
but he's in the back.
Yes, we've noticed you. You're welcome. Yeah. During this whole exchange, Arthath has just been trying to teach Thorvald how to get drunk correctly. Be sure to drink plenty of water. Take it slow.
Thorvald like scratching his head, like fiddling around trying to find some sort of writing implement.
Trying to find some sort of what implement?
Writing implement.
What are you trying to write down, my friend?
It seems like a list of instructions. No one does it right, so it must be pretty difficult.
Nobody cares to, but you'll remember. You'll be grateful for it in the
He's
morning.
not doing it right, huh?
Someone get this man a water.
Yes, please. Oh.
Water.
Yeah, you drink water, and that helps. Another tequila.
Is there anything else we would like to accomplish? Anything you'd like to ask Barghorn? Barghorn, is there anything you'd like to ask the party while we have this moment to talk to each other and get to know one another?
I mean, he wanted that amulet, didn't he?
Yes.
I don't know who was.
Ava brings you an amulet. You may attune to it if you wish.
Yes.
I was gonna ask who was holding it because I would have given it to him.
Oh, Ava gives it to you.
Oh,
Oh.
here.
Oh man.
Now,
Thank
do be
you.
careful. These are cursed.
I told you.
Oh,
Why
there's
the
no
fuck
such
with me?
there's no such things as curses.
No such thing.
What?
Yeah.
What?
This is mean.
He asks again, kind of incredulously.
Oh no, curses they are very real.
No. It's just an old wives' tale.
Old wives too.
As
Are
you-
you not?
Ogwan,
Go
I
ahead.
know you prefer the blade to the spell, correct?
No,
Oh
I
my
just use my
goodness.
fists. I don't need a blade.
Oh no,
I have a war axe.
worse than I thought. Okay, so you're a man of the physical. I understand that. However, curses are very real, and if you ever start feeling not yourself, please let me know.
How will I know if I'm not feeling myself?
You'll think thoughts that are not necessarily nice towards other people, and you should let me know immediately if that happens.
If you stop wanting to hug and
Yes.
start wanting to punch,
Mhm.
there's something wrong.
All right, so you're saying if I want to punch someone, that I need to tell you because the
No,
amulets making me do it.
No. Just
If you want to punch any of
If
us,
you-
we are friends. Yes.
Yes, if
Yeah,
you want
but,
to
I mean,
punch your friends,
You want
please
to
tell
punch
me.
your friends.
Okay.
That.
Well, I want to punch macadamia nut up there.
What?
Ma-
Who's that?
Macadamia nut.
the wizard with the long
Yeah,
belly
the
button.
wizard.
Oh, the
Arcadius,
person we're supposed to
Arcadius.
meet?
Macadius, yes.
Yeah,
Macadamia.
macadamia
nut.
nut.
Macadamia.
I get it.
You know what? I have a fantastic idea. You should call him that when we see him next.
I do all the time.
Oh, okay, good. Good.
Yeah, it's my nickname. You know, he's my little macadamia nut.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That sounds like a very special relationship that you two have.
Yeah.
Not intrude on it.
I hate him so much. He's so mean to me.
All right. Well, that's not good, but Yeah, if you want to punch someone, and it's one of us, or it's someone that's been nice to you, let me know.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'll let you know if I want to punch somebody.
No, not everyone. I'm sure you do that a lot, judging by your physique.
I
You know,
think we're just going to have to keep an eye on him.
Yes,
Okay.
he gets it. He's got it. He's got it.
It's not common.
Arthath is way too drunk to be trying to explain to him
Mr.
how
Arthath,
curse
sir.
works.
Mr. Arthath, I want to punch that bartender.
Why?
Am I cursed?
Why do you want to punch them?
Just because he stole money from me when I was playing the gambling game.
Oh no, he didn't. That was just you losing.
Oh, well, I want to punch you now. Is that bad? Am I cursed?
I don't think you're cursed yet. I think
we need to give him more alcohol.
More alcohol.
Yes.
Okay. As Thorvald, as Barkhorn puts the amulet on, you give him dagger eyes, as you do when heretic behavior occurs. And as he puts it on, you see it fall around his neck. You see that is not the only necklace that he's wearing. There's something else swinging around his neck as well. What does that look like, Barkhorn?
It looks like it's a silver circle with a wooden medallion inside, and the medallion has kind of like a etching. The etching's kind of faded away a little bit, but the etching, it looks like you could probably make it out to be a shield.
A shield?
So it's a silver circle with wooden inlay and a shield carved on the wood.
So that the dagger eyes trace down, get more daggerish, raise back up. You have quite a hairy chest.
Oh, well, I mean, you'll get one too if you keep on drinking like me.
They keep telling me that.
Well, rip off your shirt. Let's see that hair.
Oh no! It's cold.
Aye.
Yeah, because you didn't want to wear the amulet.
I don't want to wear the amulet.
I didn't
There's no
either at
plastic.
first, but it's not that bad.
You have to get me drunker than this for that.
All right.
We can work on that.
I've got a
Let's
shield
do it.
on my back. Why do you have one on your chest?
Oh, I don't know. I woke up and found this, and I've been wearing it. It tells me where to go.
And curses don't exist.
It's not a curse. It's helpful. It tells me where to go. How is that even a curse?
How do you know where to go? What is the condition for knowing where to go?
It's like a feeling, you know. It's like it pulls me to where I need to go, where I need to be.
I am also curious. You mean, so it tells you where to go. Is this a destination that you selected, or that it selected?
It just tells me where I'm supposed to be. It brought me here to meet with you guys.
I am now terrified. Okay.
No, watch. So I stand up, and I hold it, and I say, I kind of like focus, close my eyes. All right, it wants me to stay here. It doesn't want me to go anywhere right now. Maybe to the left. I don't know. It's kind of faded. Look, not pull it too far.
Give me a wisdom check.
Me?
Barkhorn.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh no. The barbarian wisdom.
Hey,
Very good.
I have good wisdom.
Okay.
He's a wise mofo.
He's a wise.
You got that
Apparently
result.
not, though. A 4.
You exactly as you described. You don't know. It's not taking you anywhere.
Yeah.
Right here. This is where you're supposed to be.
Right.
Yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be.
You can feel it pulling straight down like gravity.
Yeah.
You know, like necklaces do.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna rub my temple, and may I inspect your necklace and see what the nature of it is?
Sure, but don't run off with it.
No, of course not.
I'm gonna lean closer to you so you can like see it. Like I'm not gonna take it off, but I'm gonna hand it to you.
I can smell all the alcohol you've been drinking.
That's
tonight.
right. Alcohol and body odor.
He hasn't showered in days.
How
It's
can
been
you
7
shower
weeks.
here?
Okay. Can I make a check to try and see what this is? Like if I have any prior knowledge of it,
Might be worth an identifier.
Where are you from?
I could use that. I was from one of the towns around the fortress up north.
Like you're from Icewind Dale?
Yes.
Then no, you can't. You can use magic if you want to do something like if you want to do like an identify or or detect magic. You can certainly do that.
I think it might be worth an identify. This seems like a very interesting piece of equipment. May I, perchance, take a minute and go get a good feel for this magic item over in the corner over there? You can come with me if you want. I just need to have it not on your neck and see what it is.
Oh, all right, that's fine, I guess. I don't know much what it is either, so it'll be
Well, we're
interesting.
both gonna learn something today, aren't we?
Well, I mean, you might. I don't know. If
I'll tell you. Would you like to know?
I mean, I know it doesn't really matter to me. But
All
I
right,
mean,
then,
if
I'll
it,
just
if
know.
it helps you, I'll go with you.
I am curious. Okay. I will go over there and cast Identify on it and burn a pearl.
You burn a pearl.
Mm-hmm.
You cast Identify on Barkhorn's amulet, and you discover that it is a shield guardian amulet, which is an amulet that lets you control a shield guardian.
Oh.
Are you telling me?
Do I have any idea why it's telling him which way to go?
You can make an intelligence check if you'd like.
Oh God.
I mean,
I'm not good
to-
at those.
I mean, Max, you can either think about it or you can make an intelligence check. Those are the two.
So the shield guardian is telling him where to go. No, I don't think I'm very smart in real life either.
Okay, intelligence check then.
Are you telling me my man has 2 chains right now?
He does.
Oh
He
my
does.
God.
I don't know if we needed to go there, but
He's kind of balling.
all right. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, I needed it. Apparently, that's a total
no.
of 6.
Total of 6.
Oh well, no, it's probably more like 5, isn't it? Yep, 5.
5.
Oh, no.
Often you start to thinking about it, and based on your identify, man, you know that this thing is connected to a creature somewhere that allows you to control it. Gosh, with a 5, man, you don't have any idea why this thing might be pulling in any random direction at any given time.
You're way too drunk.
You're way too drunk for this.
See, I think it's just telling me where to go. You know, it's
Well, you're not. You're wrong, but
No, you're wrong.
no, you're wrong.
Think
But I
you're
don't
just as
know why
stupid
you're
as
wrong
I
yet.
am.
I don't know why you're wrong yet. So this is attached to a magical entity called a shield guardian. And that's pretty much all I know. It's pulling you somewhere for some reason.
All right. So
Mm-hmm.
it's cursed.
No, it's
Oh,
actually. So this is the opposite of a curse. It's a spell. It's
Oh.
a good curse, right?
oh, it's a curse. So it is a good curse.
Sure, it's a good curse.
Oh, all right. Just like the
Sure.
other one that makes me warm.
That one's a bad curse. That one
True.
happens without you wanting it to happen.
Uh,
That's a bad curse.
this is confusing.
I give him a little pat on the head. Be like, it's okay.
Like reaching up like a foot.
Yeah, like
like your funny words, Magic Man.
he does his best to explain what he doesn't know to the barbarian.
Explain
The
what you
blind
want to know.
leading the blind.
Yeah, right.
We will find out what this means eventually. However, I think you have a very powerful ally somewhere. And that's about all I can discern from this.
All right. I mean, that means it's good then. He's telling me where to go. It's got to be a good guy. teaching me the ways, keeping me protected. That's why the shield's there.
That might be jumping the gun a little bit. We'll see. We'll see how it
find
happens. We'll find out.
Next time.
Right.
Next time.
Next
in
time
the meantime,
on Iron Valor.
in the meantime, go ahead. Go back and being merry. Here's your amulet back.
Oh, thank you.
I'll have to think about this when my head is not foggied with tequila.
The merriment continues and the conversations are had. And 2 to 3 hours later, it is almost 5 o'clock, and it is time to head out to on your journey. Are there any last minute things you want to say or do before we leave?
Oh yeah, dude. Stewart returns from the back.
Right.
Stewart is incapacitated.
Here we go.
Stewart has experienced greatness beyond comprehension of his robot brain, and he gathers the men, leaving Ava to the side. Men. I don't know what this is. This human creation. This enjoyment. Three winches Stewart had in the back. Unbelievable. Stewart
Are
couldn't
they
feel
alive?
a thing. They're alive.
Alive.
They were very alive.
Yes, that is what we
So,
call
Vaughn, I
passion,
think-
my friend.
Thorvald, if we had more time, you would have to experience this.
No. No.
Experience this nothing?
I didn't experience it as good as you guys could, I'm sure. But it was something. Merriment was had.
Yes.
I'm glad you had a good time at least.
Yes, I am happy for you, my friend.
Do you still have money?
Stewart checks his pouch.
Stewart is broke.
1 second.
Stuart has no money.
Stewart's suddenly missing 2 more gold than he thought. He's down to 3.
Oh no. I'm gonna walk up to Stewart and be like, boy, you might need to get your hard drive debugged after that one.
And with that, we're going to break. And with that, we are going to go to break. Thank you, everyone, for joining us so far. If you have not entered the giveaway, please do so. With Command Loot, we're giving away these awesome dice. Right here, I'm going to reveal them real fast. Whoa! For my one of the dice. Handmade Arson, Hard Edge. They're fantastic and wonderful. If you can, go ahead and do that Command Loot. Make sure you're in there and you're getting access to that. We'll draw and announce our winner after break. So we'll be right back. All right, and we are back. Welcome. Thank you for sticking with us. We're gonna go ahead and do this little giveaway and go ahead and pull our winner. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this real quick. Because there's a certain way to do this, and I can certainly do it. I think Lauren might be doing it. Hopefully. Yes. So the winner for tonight's giveaway of these beautiful handmade artisan dice by Wander Lily, with the blue and white of the Frostmaiden, and the gold is none other than Catweasel _84.
Woo!
Woo!
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Super fantastic job by you, Catweasel. Thank you for watching and being a part of our journey here tonight, and the introduction of Barghorn. You have won these dice, a full set of artisan handmade dice by Wander Lily. We will get in touch with you via Twitch, and we will get your address and send those off. So congratulations. I'm so happy for you. And yeah, good job. Congratulations, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you to Wander Lily for sponsoring this giveaway. And with that, we get into the next stage of our adventure. With the frivolities of the wet trout behind us, gathering your things and placing everything into the dog sled cart, you begin to make your way back onto the frozen tundra that is Icewind Dale. As you do so, let me see if I can find where I want to be. Get rid of this. And you get onto the dog sleds and can begin moving east and south towards where the black cabin would be. Barghorn, you kind of know where you're going, so you don't necessarily even need a check for this, I would say, because you really know exactly kind of what you're doing.
Yeah.
You've been there before. You've gotten there many times, made many a trip between East Haven and here, and so you know kind of exactly where to go.
That's right. Just got follow me mites, boys, boyos, whatever. Still figuring out the lingo.
Boyos.
Isn't that your
Like
lingo?
boyos.
Back into the frozen tundra of Icewind Dale you go. You find yourselves in this particular area relative to the map over here. We'll just place you all kind of in this direction, heading towards the spine of the world, heading towards the black cabin where Xandork Sunblight's fortress would be. It's cold, as it always is.
It's much warmer with this amulet, though.
Oh,
It
tell me
is.
about it.
Right?
You're telling
Yeah.
Stewart.
It surely is.
I'd hate to be
surely
someone who
is.
didn't have an amulet.
Yeah, what
What a
an
awful.
idiot wouldn't have an amulet.
Can you imagine not having one?
Thorvald, is it colder in all that shade?
Oh, he's looking cold.
I'm getting warmed by the fires of burning heretic in the future.
I start blowing on him. I start blow-
So-
I'm not falling for it. Tiffany.
A short
Rub your
time.
hands on an open fire.
A short time into your journey, there comes to a point where the wind begins to pick up, and there's a slight, I guess, flurry of snow that pops up, and you begin to travel through. As you're heading towards the black cabin, and Barghorn has you on track. You know that for sure. You feel like you're in the right place, Barghorn.
Trust
But
me.
as you go in, your visibility begins to lessen significantly. the wind picks up, the fresh fallen snow scatters, and it's like a sandstorm of snow or a snowstorm, whatever you want to call it. But the visibility is such that it's not actually snowing, but the wind is picked up and it's careening across your face and making it more difficult. Barkhorn, as you're driving these sled dogs and moving them through the space, it becomes obvious that you need to slow down, otherwise you might run into something. Anything that may be in the way. And so you grind to a halt, and the dogs continue to pull, and you drive through the snow, and it is kind of surreal. Because you're in a way this is a wide open space, and the tundra is expansive, but now that you can only see 10 or 15 feet or so, it feels like you could be anywhere for just a moment. And you can't see the mountains, you can't see the city. You can only see the dogs that are slowly walking and yourselves.
Kind of a badass description, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's a little dangerous, but yeah.
As the dogs start to whimper slightly, as you're in this space with the low visibility, and walking opposite your direction, as the dogs continue to walk, unimpeded, as it were. You see to your right a large pair of antlers, just the one really, passes from your field of view. Just outside of it, you don't see what it's connected to, but probably 6 or 7 points of an antler pass by.
This is dangerous.
That wasn't good.
Yeah.
The dogs
Either
start
that or it's very good, and we have dinner coming shortly.
The dogs start to slow down a little bit, but they don't stop.
All right, boys, we ought to be ready for a fight.
Oh, my mace will tell us if we're going to have a fight. Don't worry about that.
Oh, your mace is cursed?
It is.
It is.
It has a good curse on it.
Oh.
It will warn us of impending danger.
Another one of these, and you can see it now, one of these large elks, a giant elk, if you will. Expansive horns, almost 10 feet in their diameter wide, attached to this large lumbering beast that's roughly, maybe 8 feet long, 6 or so feet tall, just massive creature, huge, large antlers, comes walking past it, towers above you all, goes over Baghorn's head. It doesn't seem to be spooked by you, doesn't seem to really notice you much at all, but it walks past you. And then another.
Oh no.
And then another.
Oh no.
And then you start to see more. And looking around, you probably see that there are somewhere between, at any given time, 5 to 6 giant elk that are walking through you. And the dogs stop where they are, and they get close together. And and you see all these massive beasts, and you hear them. They're grunting at the ground slightly, moving around. You see antlers twitch in this low visibility environment. What are you guys doing?
I think we might need to get these dogs moving again before we get squashed into a elk paste.
I think if else they're going to step on us.
I mean, we could, but there's always the risk of driving off the edge of a cliff. So
I look to the guide for guidance.
I mean, I say slow and steady makes it so we don't die.
Well, this is not slow and steady. This is stopped.
That's true.
Barkhorn, I would like for you to make a give me survival.
Okay. So, shift it. Okay. Survival. Survival. There it is. 19.
19. This massive herd of elk are passing by you and not engaging by any means. They're not exactly dangerous creatures unless provoked. And as you're sitting there, it's very clear that they are walking around you. Now, some of them are coming within 2 or 3 feet of you. You have to duck from every now and then to avoid an antler to the ear or something like that. But for the rest of you, there are these large, massive creatures just walking through the snow, frosted down their entire bodies. Some of them have like icicles hanging off their antlers themselves, but they seem to be like wildebeest moving around a tree, splitting and going around the sled as the dogs whimper slightly in their presence.
I want to turn and look behind us. Are there a bunch more?
The ones you can see at any given time, Luther, you're a smart man. At any given time, you saw probably 8 or 9 at once, but they're leaving your vision and then more are coming. If you were to count, you probably would have seen 4 or 5 dozen by now. I mean, we're talking about hundreds in this herd that have walked upon you, and they seem to just be walking around you.
But they're not being hostile.
No.
Okay, perhaps we could just wait it out. Let the herd pass. The dogs seem spooked. I believe it is better to keep them calm and not engage with these animals.
I agree.
Stewart also agrees.
Over time, in some tense moments, there's a few times there's a large bull stops as he gets close to you. This herd leader that's come upon you now has these massive antlers that they almost glow blue because they're frosted over. They have this little like sheen of ice all along them as they spread out. He's the biggest one you've seen so far, and he stops in front of your sled. Just kind of shakes his head and then moves on. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes for the entirety of the herd to pass. But this large, gargantuan herd eventually moves on, and the dogs begin to rise from their whimpering positions. And soon you can't even hear them walking anymore.
Well, that wasn't so bad.
Could have been a lot worse.
They could have stepped on us.
They could have stampeded.
Yeah.
Stewart would have stopped them.
I would have loved to see you try. Sounds like quite the spectacle.
Stewart is quite marvelous.
The herds of the tundra passed. Barkhorn, you spur the dogs, and Ava kind of gets them up out of their seats, and unspooked, they respond to your commands again.
We keep going. Head on out.
And onward you go.
Onward would we go.
So, with that, you'll cross the remainder of your journey without issue, thanks to the helpful nature of our dear Barkhorn. And you find yourselves at the Black Cabin. Felix has been here the whole time. James was just sick. He's been here the whole time. He's just sick today.
Oh, there he is. Hello.
There he is, yeah. Look at it.
He also has on an amulet.
He does. Who was not here? Who's not here?
I'm not here.
You're not here? Okay.
Put him in.
Now you're here.
There he is.
So.
Man, look at those shadows.
Those lips.
Shadows.
Oh.
Okay. So.
Okay.
We all find ourselves at the cabin of Marcatus, a place known to Barkhorn as a location that he has been studying and moving about for a long period of time. It's perched on the edge of a snowy ridge above a gorge and on wooden stilts. Whatever path might have led to this now ramshackled retreat is completely buried by snow. Icy steps climb to a snow-covered walkway that clings to the south side of the structure. The building's slumped posture and sagging snow-covered roof, coupled with broken windows and loose flapping shutters, suggest utter abandonment now. A far cry from what you saw last time you were here, Barkhorn. Large snowdrifts huddled around the rotting stilts and engulf a nearby woodshed and outhouse. Only the wind visits this sinister place. What do you do?
Looks like Macadamia not really let the place go. It's looking a little rougher than the last time I was here.
Notably, Barkhorn, you're looking around at this place. It is significantly so more ramshackle than you saw before. It looks like your friend Marcadus has not been here for quite some time. At least the entire time you've been gone.
So, well, you better go check on Marcadus. He might not have made it. Something may have happened.
Your friend is dead?
How long ago did you say you left him?
It's been about 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
This looks rough. I mean, Marcadus should have at least been doing some upkeep.
I'll look over at Ava. I'll say, he was one of you, yes, from the I want to say academy. Yeah, the Brotherhood.
He used to be. He's left a long time ago, of his own accord, as I understand.
Still a very powerful and capable man, yes.
To know about an Etheresian artifact? Yes, absolutely.
Alright, let's go inside and see what we can see.
Stewart peers through the window.
You look into that room and you see... you see a bed and a dead man.
Oh.
Oh, crap.
Stewart sees someone not alive in here.
Not alive?
Oh, I'm gonna go look in the window.
You look
Is this
at
macadamia nut?
Is it Marcadius?
you look inside and there is a rotting there's a rotting Marcadius, yes.
Well,
What?
that's Marcadius right there. I brought you to him.
Are you sure?
Am I sure?
Yes, you're sure.
I'm pretty sure. I know that face anyway.
It's rotted, it's rotting, but it's cold, and so the decomposition is slow.
I look for a door.
Okay, where's the door?
There is
It's over here on this side.
Dylan, you have received some luck.
Yes.
So you move that way around that direction, Luther, and there is a massive. So moving that direction, you can see that the cliff drops off very quickly as you start heading that direction.
Oh.
So much so that it actually would drive into a free fall further down. But I won't say that you fell down there because you didn't know that yet.
Okay, so I gotta stand up here?
So like it's like when you no you gotta right now you gotta stand right here, because you would enter from over here. So there are these steps that go up this this path that walks around. As you took some time underneath there, you can see that it's a very, very steep slope. It's like being on Mount Senyo. You got those large pillars that come up, but it immediately goes like 60 feet directly or degree-wise down into this gorge down the bottom. Since you were down there, go ahead and give me a... what's your passive?
My passive?
Yeah.
Perception?
Yeah.
An 11.
11? In that case, I will ask for... I'll ask for an intelligence check. Give me straight intelligence.
Dope, I can do that. Straight intelligence. Boom. Ooh, it's only a 10.
Nothing's amiss.
Alright, nothing's amiss. Everything looks fine, my friends. Let us travel forward with not a care in the world.
Does Stewart get to check?
I was gonna say, do I see anything? Because my passive perception is very high.
Where are you? Which one are you? Is this you
I
down
was
here?
I was coming right behind him before I realized we weren't supposed to be down there. I was looking for
Yeah.
a door.
I'll either you or Stewart to give me intelligence checks.
I think intelligence?
Yeah.
Stewart.
Stewart. Stewart rolls. Stewart rolls a 20 dirty.
You're looking around there, Stewart. It looks like there could be. There's so luck to Dill and luck to Max again. Looking around this little path and this thing that's going up, it looks like it's a little bit dangerous. Like that perhaps some of the boards are missing and like there could be some rotting going on. Looks precarious at best. Barkhorn, you would know that as well. It is not exactly a safe place to walk.
Yeah, I'm. Come on back, boyos. It's a little dangerous over there.
Stewart agrees, Luther. Maybe we should let the guide go first.
But these white little spaces are doors, but this whole area where you see missing, where you see these planks, everything down here with that 20, you would imagine those are very precarious areas.
How long has it been since you've been here?
It's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks, he said. Yeah.
It was just as dangerous
Prepare
then.
for 2 weeks.
It was just as dangerous then.
Oh.
It was just as dangerous.
Do you ever considered, renovations or something like that?
It's not really my place. This is Arcadius's house.
Well, he is dead now. I guess that makes renovations
Really
difficult.
much of a house.
I mean, the house may be cursed.
I think it's safer to climb in the window. I'm going to climb in the window.
Stewart agrees. Cursed stairs, it seems.
The window is boarded up.
That's fine.
I have a mace. Is it still
We'll figure
boarded
it
up?
I have
You can break it open if you want to.
I don't think I can break it any more than it's already broken, so I'm going for it.
Okay. Which door are you going inside?
The one with Marcadius right there.
Oh, just the one that's actually broken? Yeah.
The one
Okay.
that's actually broken.
All right, so you take some time. There's a small boarded up. It's not fancy or anything like that.
It's not elegant, but he eventually gets through.
It's nothing the great Thor can't handle.
Right.
As you break into this man's house where he has died, wooden planks have been nailed that had been previously nailed through the broken window, are scattered on the floor, refusing to hold back the wind any further. Furnishings include saggy double bed and a bookcase containing some folded clothes, a few blank sheets of parchment, and a set of calligrapher's supplies. Next to the bookcase is a soot-stained hearth, wherein a scroll lies amid the ashes.
Don't touch it. There are magic people here. They can touch it.
Oh God, is it time for another identify?
I
So you climb through the windows. Everyone go through the window.
I'm
Yes.
definitely going through after him.
Is my guide going through the window?
I'm gonna make sure this corpse doesn't reanimate on us. So
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think I can fit
inspect
through
it
the
real quick.
Felix
Across the window?
Felix
I don't
says
think I can.
Felix says, "No, you guys go ahead. I'm gonna stay out here."
Where it's warm.
Alright.
Can I
Can
even
my
fit through the
guide?
window?
Can my guide fit through the
Amulet,
window?
amulet.
I mean, I'm sure he could just walk up the stairs since he's been here before, right? If he can't fit through the window.
I don't know. I'm following the guide, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go through the front door unless I can fit through that window.
You could do either. You've walked across that platform many times. You use the front door all the time.
Alright.
So
I'll
Yeah.
go through the front door then.
okay.
For the
I follow him closely.
So Barkhorn, you carefully walk across and you make sure that our dear Stewart stays far enough back, because you know that it can only support one person at a time.
so much
Alright.
weight. Yeah.
Together, you both easily make your way into this room if you wish.
Let's go.
Come on, Stewie.
Before
Excellent
I
guidance.
Of
before I
course.
burn a identify on this, I'd like to cast detect magic as a ritual.
What are you casting it on? Well,
On
you
that
cast it on
scroll.
the room.
I
Oh,
mean, yeah.
so you cast it in the room, Well, you cast detect magic. I'm sure that over time you will explore the majority of the chamber at some point.
Yes.
But casting it immediately, you sense nothing outside. You do sense some things.
Oh,
Hold on.
Just kidding. Actually, roll initiative.
Actually, roll initiative.
Is that visibility?
hey, there's
Yes,
someone
I
over
missed.
there.
You see
Your team DC.
the
You are after the canyon.
exactly. You sense nothing outside of the things that you're holding. Outside of around the dead Marcadus, there is a there's an amulet around his neck that is giving off magical energy.
What school of magic is this?
Well, if you'll wait 3 seconds,
Okay,
He's getting there.
I'm sorry.
it would be evocation.
Oh,
It is a so around his neck, around a brass chain, is an amulet that has the a rising sun, kind of all in gold, around this brass chain, all in gold, and it's a simple line across, very simplistic style, line across, semicircle with rays coming out of the top. So it and it's all negative space inside. So it's really just like like really more like wires soldered together.
Right.
You're a cleric. Give me a religion check.
okay.
Where's Ava, by the way?
I will cast guidance.
So where is Ava?
She walked through the front door following you guys because
Gotcha.
she wasn't climbing through the window like an idiot.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like an idiot who would climb through a window. I got 20.
With a 20, you recognize this as the symbol of Lathander.
So it's like a arcane
Got a
focus
knowledge,
of
right?
sorts.
You got a knowledge? Lythander?
The god of the dawn.
The Dawn.
The dawn.
No,
New
yeah, you're right, yeah.
New beginning. Pff, of course I'm right. I looked it up before. This dude.
I have Google on my side. Thank you.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
course
of
I
course. Like I'm looking at the book. No, I'm just being an ass. I'm sorry, Davis. But yeah, it's the symbol of Lathander, which is the Lord of the Dawn, and new beginnings and that sort of thing.
I did not feel.
Generally a good designed deity. If it were a holy symbol, it wouldn't get off magic. This is
Okay.
something else.
In that case, I will hold on to it for now and try and attune to it later if I need to,
Okay.
rather than try and identify it right now.
Sure.
We only have so many pearls, fellas.
Looking at quickly as you guys all make your way in that space, we'll come right back to you guys as you are. As the Barkhorn, you and Stewart and Ava have walked through the front door very carefully, at Barkhorn's discretion, as he has done so many a time, knowing that only one person can walk on at a time. You see the next space, which is the main room. This room contains lingering smells of burnt wood and flesh. You catch the faint odor of wine. Snow has fallen through some holes on the roof, particularly on the kind of left side, kind of towards the gorge. And snow has been pushed by stiff winds next to the corners and two large broken windows. The walls and furniture are scorched black, including a table that has the charred remains of a book on it. Next to the table, on the floor, amid several broken wine bottles, is a mostly incinerated skeleton and a round, frost-covered object, about 6 inches in diameter.
Well, this isn't normal.
Stewart doesn't think that most houses contain broken wine bottles and charred corpses. No,
Oh.
that'd be
Oh.
most odd.
Well, let's go grab your buddies and meet up with them. That way we can all stick together.
Stewart's gonna investigate.
Investigate what?
Stewart wants to see if the remains of the books hold any more secrets that weren't burnt, and see if anything lies underneath the snow-covered area to the left.
Okay. Let's start with the book. Give me a you go to the book, and there is nothing. There's luck to Davis. Your direction.
Okay.
And we are
The
awesome
heck?
today.
Nobody
Everywhere.
likes Thorvald.
I love Thorvald. Don't say
It's
that.
not true.
Do you? Do you though?
Oh, well,
Yes.
No.
To let
He's
loose.
my only good aligned person in this party, I
Appreciate
feel
it.
like.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm a good
Well,
person.
At least.
Just because I'm stupid doesn't mean I'm bad.
Yo, Brandon too.
Oh, I got luck too?
They're trying, but someone else
Oh.
would have to give it.
Oh.
ASP's
Oh,
out of coins, unfortunately. But someone might. There might be some luck coming around.
Don't worry, I'll
Um,
use my luck to help him. That'll be great.
Someone tried to curse
Fine
Stewart
now.
a minute ago. I saw that.
I saw that. Yeah.
So looking now, Brandon gets luck from someone else.
Oh yeah.
It's super loud on my ears when that happens, but that's okay. Looking at the book, it is completely, utterly destroyed. There's nothing readable on the inside of it. It looks like it may have been. It's thick enough to be a tome, as in like a textbook or something that had was like a volume, like encyclopedia-like thickness. The only thing that you can discern is that on the back, in the very most base, in the middle of the book, is the word ether. E-T-H-E-R. But it is significantly burnt. It's a part of some larger title, most likely, but you have no idea what it is.
Got you. And anything covered by the snow that came through the roof?
Like to the left?
Yeah, to the left.
Okay. So you walk to the left and you go look at the snow. And as you do, you step forward. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I knew it.
knew
I
it
thought
was
this might have
coming
happened.
eventually, Yeah.
Oh,
I'll use some luck. All right.
Already with the luck.
I'll use
Oh,
some
no.
luck.
Got it, boys.
Yeah, that's
There
how
we
it
go.
be. 19.
19. Okay, hang on one second.
Whoever you are out there, you just saved Stewart's life.
Probably.
He almost died.
Almost fell straight through.
As
Yeah,
you
I'm the one who used the edge of the cliff up there, right?
So, you Barghorn, you're staying there with Ava, looking around, not really doing anything. And then at this exact moment, and Stewart, you began walking over with your big self,
Yep.
stepping through this floor, and you hit an area that feels a little weird, and you're like, oh, that's fine, but I'm heading towards the snow. You take another step, and the floor gives completely way, and you go flying through the floor, smashing into it. Everyone hears this large cracking of the wood as you fall through what is basically quicksand of floor and pass directly through it, like falling through wet drywall. But you're fortunately able to catch yourself on some sort of wrought iron pole that was extending out before, and now you're hanging from this wrought iron pole for just a second.
Ooh.
What do you do?
So like,
Stewart requires assistance.
Thor's like trying to figure out how this guy died, and he's like, "How much you want to bet Stewart just fell through the floor?"
It sounded a lot like Stewart just fell to the
Stewart,
floor. I'm not gonna lie.
Stewart, make an athletics check.
Athletics.
Stewart.
Yeah.
No, Stewart.
He has baby arms. No.
Stewart
Oh,
uses
yeah.
luck.
You're out of luck.
I got more.
You definitely do not have
I
more.
took luck.
Oh, you took regular luck?
Oh, okay.
That's how you do
Natural
it.
20.
Natural luck. With a 20, you continue to hold on.
Slughorn runs to your rescue.
Slughorn moves over there and reaches over towards you, Stewart, where you were hanging
my hand.
helplessly.
Stewart reaches with his robo arm.
One hand hanging, the other one that had just fallen. You reach over, you kind of sling back like this for a second. You reach up and just grab him Right there.
Yank him right up.
I need more athletics checks, one from each of you.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Stewart's arm detaches.
How much do you want to bet that Barkhorn has that covered?
I thought his arm couldn't detect.
Yeah, I don't have athletics, bro.
Yes, I was making a play back to earlier when his arm detached.
Oh
but didn't.
god!
I got a 5.
no, he's dead.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Stewart dies.
Oh well.
Stewart's arm detaches as
Not
you
like
grab
this.
it. As you grab him, Barkhorn, you pull with all your might. You pull too hard. Stewart, as you feel Barkhorn's power with the natural one pulling you to safety, you know it's going to be fine. You let go. He rips your arm, desockets, and you fall. As you both failed, and he failed with a natural one. Stewart, you begin falling through the ground, through the floor, hit a branch. Your leg hits a tree, breaks, and you continue to tumble down this mountain and land into the gorge below 90 feet, landing on rock and ice. You take...
Oh, just take the front door. Everything will be fine. Why are you knocking on the window?
Yo!
Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. You
Rolled 3
take
times.
64 points of fall damage.
No, we're level 5, right?
Yeah,
And you
this is hard.
smash
Are
into the
we
ground.
even?
Goodbye, Stewart.
Does that bring you to 0?
I mean, yeah.
You just smash into the ground. Barkhorn, you're left there holding onto one hand. What do you do?
Wizards! Wizards!
Wizards? What?
Wizards! Please hurry! Anyone?
Yeah.
How much do you want to bet that's Barkhorn not having it covered?
Make a death save, Stewart.
Stewart!
Holy crap. Holy crap!
Oh,
That's 2 death saves.
Oh my god!
Barkhorn is called out. What are you all doing inside there?
After
I
you
kicked that
bust
stone
open
Open the door and come running.
Yeah, we rush out to see what's going on. What's Ava doing?
She's now peering over the gap and like, oh my god!
No!
I come out, I watch my step.
You get around the other side. Max, Arthur, Luther, you get over there. What do you say, Barkhorn?
watch out! Don't step too far forward. But your metal man fell down into the gorge. He got
As
too
I'm
close.
coming out the door, I yell, "Do you have feather fall?"
Me, no!
Make another death save, Stewart.
Stewart. Stewart's gone.
Oh, fuck.
Goodbye, Stewart. Unless I can use luck. Well, I don't know if I can.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I don't think we have a way to get down to him in time for Revivify to work.
How long does
You have
Revivify
feather
take?
fall. Does
How long do we have?
she have feather fall?
Does she have
Ava,
Featherfall?
do you have Featherfall?
I didn't pack it today.
Damn it!
Give me some rope.
Here's some rope. I'll hold it. I mean, I should probably get some help, but I'll hold it.
There
I
are
mean,
blue-
honestly, we would have been fine had there not been his arm not fallen off.
His arm fell. Oh.
Yeah, I have it right here.
You have his arm.
Kinda almost
Cast
faint.
Revivify on his arm. It'll be great.
Oh wait, does that work?
No, it doesn't work.
No, you're right. He's a machine.
But I have a rope.
That's not it. That's not the point. It's just his
Well, we can
arm.
Put them back together, right?
If he's alive.
Here's a
someone-
rope. Climb down.
We got some blessings going on in the chat. I don't know if that's going to
People really don't want Stewart to die.
People really don't want Stewart to go. Not like this. Stewart, no!
Stewart. All right, Thorvald, you grab some rope, and within the time it would take for just pure action economy to get all the way down there, you discover a lifeless Stewart. And the time that has gone past, Arthath, you know that Revivify will do no good. Stewart, you find your soul broken from your material body, and you rise up, your spirit looking down on your broken corpse. And your soul, for whatever it was, whatever it is, does not return to Mount Celestia or Avernus or wherever your long-term morality may send you. It's tied to the cabin. And above you, floating there, looking down at you from all your friends who are scrambling trying to save you, is another ghostly-like figure of a humanoid. He says, "Oi, what happened to you, buddy? What's wrong?"
Well, Stewart tried to examine the floor, but it seems a little faulty.
Oh, isn't that a tough one, lad? So bad.
It was tough.
Come on up here, maybe we can help some of your friends out.
All right, I fly up.
You just float, and you rise. He's
Thorvald
like,
staring at the corpse, like poking at it. Oh, it's a little harsh, justice, but I should probably bury his body anyway. I should probably. Oh, you think you can pick this 450-pound thing up by rope?
Well, I mean, of course we can. We need to bring that 400-pound angel up and bury him.
I wouldn't call him an angel, but he definitely deserves.
That's right.
I
Angels
mean, I've
can
never
fly.
tried to consecrate a machine before, but
Oh,
We could bury him down here, but maybe we can wait until I have a better spell.
You might get angry if you buried him down here.
Thorvald, you can see that there's a path for you to get back up. It's gonna take some time. Y'all are gonna need to get some ropes and secure yourself and pull yourself and come up the gorge. But over time, you can gather Stewart's dead, lifeless body and move it up the gorge.
Even when gone. Oh my gosh. Okay.
And broken off in this
Picking this guy over.
this adjacent ethereal plane, Stewart, you're looking around. You see the black cabin as it was, not the way it is now. You see a luxurious, old style country cabin with nice furnishings, and the floor is fixed. There's this spirit man with a strange accent talking to you, and he is the areas there, you can see there's a kettle going off with this kind of smoke rising over there. You're warm for the first time in a long time, like 70 degrees. You feel good. And he's just sitting there talking with you. He says, "All right, Dad, my name's Mercatus, and I think I met the same fate as you, yeah?"
Oh, you fell down there too?
"No, I touched the black star and it fucking murdered me."
Oh, terrible luck, Stewart thinks.
"Oh no, it's such a bad luck of the draw. I'm afraid that it just didn't work out the way I wanted to. It's such a bad bit of luck. I wanted to do so much to save this place, you know?"
Oh, I know. Stewart knows.
Man, is that why y'all are here too? I noticed y'all came in with my friend Barkhorn. He's such a good lad.
Was indeed.
Is. You're the one who's was now.
Oh, funny how that works.
He is your was. It's so sad.
It's all right. Stewart's fine.
Yeah.
Stewart's still here, right?
No.
I mean, here. I mean, not there, but here.
You're here.
I mean, not there, but.
Oh no. Hey.
Stewart thinks party can continue.
I mean, probably so, but I mean, hey, look, it's not so bad. You can still here. Watch this, and he'll go ahead and there's like a small little like teacup on the corner, and so Arthath, you, Luther, and Ava are all standing up there, kind of this stunned silence, and like Stewart, you see Mercatus push it, and the teacup like falls off the table and hits the ground and shatters, and so for you, Arthath, Barkhorn, and Luther, you guys all just hear. And it breaks.
Fuck, what's that? What?
we need to back up. We're going to fall into the hole.
Just randomly, it just drops and breaks into 10 pieces. Like, isn't that crazy, man? You can still touch stuff even though you're over here.
That Stewart thinks this might be the greatest thing to ever happen.
I know, right? But look, here's the only thing. We can do this as long as someone for me personally. I'm here until someone actually fixes that Black Star, and then I know the Rime of the Frostmaiden's over.
You said what?
The Rime of the Frostmaiden. You know, all this eternal winter? That's what I was
Yeah.
trying to stop. As long as the Black Star is fixed, we'll be all good to go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no.
Stewart thinks this is great news.
Yeah.
Stewart also pushes a teacup off.
Make a charisma check.
Charisma.
Oh,
Is that 17?
The three of you who are currently in the house see another teacup just fall off the table and break.
the gods are angry for Stewart's death.
Yeah, would any of us be able to, like, I don't know, like, realize what's going on?
No. This is far beyond.
Yeah, that was a stretch. I don't even
This
know
is
how
far beyond that.
Like, Stewart just died and now stuff's
yeah.
moving. Maybe he's a ghost. He has a soul.
Stewart thinks this is the most marvelous thing to ever happen.
Isn't
Stewart
it,
thinks
though?
being dead might be better than being live.
Yeah. Hey, let me come show you what.
Being alive?
Let me come show you what we're dealing with over here, man. What was your name?
Stewart!
Stewart. What a fabulous name.
hear
Mercatus,
it a
as
lot.
Mercatus, as I once said. Here, come on.
They
come
told
over this
me you were
way.
a macadamia nut?
Oh, that fucking baghorn. He was always a right asshole. Here, come look at me. And he takes you over to the Black Star, and for a moment, you guys are going to stand over there, and we'll switch back over. Thorvald, you gather this Warforged body, and with the help of Barkhorn and some ropes and some safety climbing equipment, it takes you the better part of...
falling out. I leave them.
Takes about 10 or 15 minutes or so, but eventually you make your way up to the traditional space with the corpse of Stewart.
Well, normally I would burn it, but I don't think I can.
Eat metal.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I guess.
Because he was gonna burn the body. Oh, not to be insensitive, but didn't he have a diamond?
Oh
He
yeah,
does have a ring that we could have used to revive him had
To
he
revivify.
fallen closer to us.
Yes.
this is true. He
No.
really did like that ring.
Don't take his effects. Those were his. His in life, his in death.
But he would want us to have it to save your life,
Yes,
potentially.
you cannot take it with you, my friend.
I sometimes I hate that I have to tell the truth. He really wouldn't want that.
Yeah, I've known him for like 8 hours, and I know he would have not wanted anyone taking
Like,
his rings.
You're
He
right.
probably didn't deserve to die in the first place.
Of
Like,
course
he did a
not.
bunch of terrible things in his life, and he was super annoying. But he probably didn't deserve to die, if that's what you can call it. I think the least we can do is leave the ring so he can have a, as he would say, pimping gravestone.
CDs.
I
I'm
have to
quite
concur. I think he will find a great peace up with whatever god will take him.
But, let me put it this way. I really don't want Stewart coming back as a frozen soul and trying to kill all of us for taking his ring.
Yeah, we don't want him to become a White Walker.
Well, he didn't die naked,
That's what they're
so
called.
I think we'll be all right.
I.
He didn't die naked and of cold.
This seems silly.
That is true. He had a stupid amulet.
We should probably
But-
remove that from him before he dies, or before we bury him. He's
That's
already dead.
So you can.
He doesn't
remove the
need them.
amulets, but
We will
not
bury
some more.
him next to him,
I
but
don't
not
know. I
on his
mean,
neck.
yeah, I think we should bury a man with his effects. I mean, you
It
know.
will be with him, not on him. It's demonic.
Oh, it's cursed. That's right. Just like
What
everything else in
curse?
happens if
this
someone
bloody universe.
digs him up and tries to make some sort of weird construct out of him?
Why would anyone dig him up?
Wait, you don't exist, Magix. Oh yeah, you're Ava. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Exactly. We
I
should
don't know.
take.
Maybe if they're dragon,
Ava, we should take Zidim, no?
Cram it into
For revivify.
him.
Look, there are things that can be done with him at a later point. Don't do anything with his body. We'll carry it around for a while. It's not like he's going to decompose.
He weighs 5.
This is true.
Ow.
I could.
He wasn't any heavier. He's not any heavier now than he was last time he was sitting on the sled. Now, is he, Thorvald?
He is probably much lighter now that he's released his ego.
Because his soul.
How
Damn.
much does an ego weigh?
On that kid, I have no clue.
Or
Far more than any of us could carry. Although, Ava makes a great point. Once I have a little more knowledge, a little more skill in my cleric-hood, I could probably learn a spell that could bring him back. No matter the time that he's been dead, especially since he won't decompose, as she mentioned.
Yeah, if he wants to come back.
We'll see about that, but that's really not my place to make. It's just my place to cast a spell and try and bring back our friend.
That's true. I wonder if he would mind if we use his ring as a down payment for that. I honestly don't know the answer to that one.
look,
I feel
here's
like he would very much not like that.
there's
I
nothing that we
feel
can.
like it, but I don't know.
I know we all feel a loss of the great Stewart now, Lord Stewart, as he was called, but there's nothing we can do for him at the moment.
I will call him a lord only in
True.
death. When he comes back to life, no more. For now, he is Lord Stewart.
Lord
I've
Stewart
been
is.
keeping the ring. I'm going to draw the line there.
We need to stick to the task at hand. He knew the risks. We can do more for him later on.
Watch where I step. I'm going to go back to figure out how the other guy died.
Very well. I guess we can load Stewart onto the cart, or the sled, and then continue our investigation of the manor. Cabin.
Mercatus quickly says, "Can you believe that they're going to take your ring?"
Stewart would never. You think they'd actually take it?
You heard him yourself. You were right here with me.
I can't believe they think Stewart would ever want to take my ring.
Oh, monsters.
That's Stewart's.
Oh, wait, we come back to the material play. So, you look around this room that you're all in now, as we've all made our way into the main room. The book is still there, charred and broken. You can see the empty space that's fallen through. You're looking around, and you can see this very strange object in the middle. That is this gyroscope-like black rock with two rings around it.
I'm going to
Who
figure
found
out how
that?
the guy died.
Yeah, sorry, Thorvald, you go ahead.
I'm going to figure out how the guy died. Mac Nut dude. Nutty Mac.
Macadamia nut.
Macadamia nut.
There are two people. There's Mercatus, who looks like who is in his room. He's fallen over dead from a heart attack. And then there's another person who's been charred to death, burnt to a crisp, a skeleton only remaining.
And we found a stone with him?
Yes, it is a black stone with a silver rod pressed through it, and there are two runes that kind of circle around it, kind of gyroscope style. You imagine that if you were to pick it up, you could kind of spin and twist them as they were.
Something is telling me, don't tell me what, but something is telling me that the thing that a burnt skeleton is clutching is probably not good to touch with your bare hands. My detect magic is probably still going through all this horrible crap.
Yeah, there's some serious magic coming off this thing. There's
all the
some
more
serious.
to not touch it.
There's some serious transmutation magic coming off that little star. Okay. And Ava says, "I believe this is the black star in question, but it doesn't look like it's safe. I concur with dear Arthur."
How would we transport it then if we can't touch it? We definitely need it. But the fact is that it's extremely dangerous. It definitely turned this man into a corpse, as far as I can tell.
If only we had Stewart.
Stewart would maybe know.
You might be able to pick it up because he's not a person like you or me. He's a tin man.
How dare you?
He's not made of flesh, is what I mean.
How dare you?
Okay.
You said he's not a person.
He is a person. He's just not made out of flesh.
Thank you.
That's what I mean. He's not a fleshy person like
He's
you or
not a
me.
flesh man. He's
Mind your
another
tongue
man.
next time. Stewart just died.
Dude,
I-
He
Yeah.
just died. He's down. He was down there.
But now we're gonna
He's
fix
talking
it. It'll be
about it not
okay.
being a person.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry.
I come out of the room. Well, no signs of physical conflict. I'm going to rule it an ailment of some kind. Some sort of internal issue, heart attack, stroke, something.
You're talking about macadamia nut?
Yeah, Macnut.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel like
macadamia nut died.
It
I
may have had
believe-
something to do with this black star that we've come to collect,
Yes,
as it seems to have killed this other person.
It looks to me as though someone came to try to steal the star, and killed your friend, and then.
But there was no sign of a
Right.
conflict. Like, if
Well, is it the place all smashed up?
It is.
Yes.
There is a sign of a struggle.
Macnut has no wounds.
Magic.
True. Magic can
Manageable?
account for a great many things.
For someone who can use magic, this corpse on the floor seems awfully stupid.
Cutting back to the ethereal plane. Bacchus goes, "Oh, your friends are right smart not to touch it. That's what killed this old fool after he killed me. Crazy, right?"
I knew it.
Truly crazy, Stewart thinks.
Yeah. Oh, let me go ahead.
I don't even know what that thing is.
That is the Black Star. It's a Netheresian artifact. It casts control weather, but doesn't work quite right.
Oh, so you're saying it might be cursed?
No, it's not cursed. It's too powerful. It's too powerful. Here, and he brings you over to. He'll just kind of very gingerly guide you over to this room right here, and he brings you over to his laboratory. So you walk into this space, and inside it's a room that's full contains a fireplace and two empty bookcases. Tacked to the walls and strewn across the floor are frost-covered blueprints. Face down on the floor next to one is a tiny little dude made of clay. And Makeda says, "Oh, that was my old friend. He died a while back. It was just to be a little guy that helped me out every now and then. Look," and then he points down at all the blueprints. "This is where I was trying to make it, but I didn't count for how strong it was going to be. I put two around there, but I think it needed to be something more, or maybe a different kind of enchantment or something, you know?" He points down to it.
Yeah, Stewart thinks he knows.
As an
Stewart.
artificer.
Stewart also had a little friend.
Oh, yeah. Still a little?
Stewart Little.
Oh.
Wait,
That's great.
how does the ghost know
How does
that?
he know who Stuart Little is?
I'm just guessing, because this is Macadius Little.
What? What?
That's fucking brilliant.
That's pretty. I like that. It's a good name.
Yeah.
Stewart thinks this fits quite well.
It's a great name. Great name. We're named after a great man, when you say.
Oh, indeed. Great in death, at least.
Great way to do it. Yeah, absolutely. So this is what I was doing before, and he points down. You look down at all these blueprints, and it shows some enchantments that maybe he was doing to the Black Star. It looks like originally it was just the stone itself, but it was that itself was broken. That was just a power source, and the pieces around it looked like the gyroscope pieces, the steel rings that go around it. Those were added by Makadis. And according to the blueprints, and they look like they were meant to contain and control that raw power.
Interesting. Is this still like old house, right?
No, you're in new house, but
or new house.
yeah,
For
you're
you.
in new house for you.
So this is the same house as them, or no?
Oh, this is where I was just before I died. But yeah, you're in the same place.
Stewart thinks maybe this information could help those still alive before they do something foolish.
Well,
Any way
then-
we could help them? Maybe.
Well, there's a teacup right there.
There's a teacup. Stewart could also maybe open the door. Or is the door open?
The door is closed. You pass through it. you can certainly try. Give me a charisma check.
Oh, that's a 5.
Unfortunately, that's not going to do it. You reach through with your you reach through the ghostly form. You try to pull it, but it's not quite enough.
Stewart isn't strong enough.
You can give it another shot if you want. Technically, you could do it for a while.
11.
That'll be enough. It's only 10. So as you're all sitting there on the material plane, there's a subtle creak, and the door directly behind you, Thorvald, just opens.
I draw my sword and just cut the air.
Inflict wounds.
It goes right past you, Stewart. Cleaves you directly in half, like vertically all the way down. Your form splits and you come back together, like smoke.
I look back at Macadamia Nut. Can you believe this?
What an asshole!
I'm telling you, I help him and he slices me.
We're just trying to help him out, man. They're about to incinerate to death. Can you believe this?
Stewart tries to close the door.
Charisma check.
You're lucky this time.
You go to close it and it can't.
All right, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I have 8 intelligence. Can I make an intelligence check to try and figure out whether we need to go in this room?
I think Thorvald would likely investigate if he saw a door open behind
The door
him.
closes?
No, it didn't close.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't close.
Does not close?
It just opens on its own. Like you hear the lock click and the door pull open.
Like,
You pass through.
head in.
You pass through and you see the same blueprints on the ground that I described earlier to Stewart, and everything else as well.
Is there anything?
Hello?
Little macadamia,
Nothing
you're
else. in
here.
there.
This thing?
The thing? A clay statue?
Yeah, that's little Macademus.
Little Macademus.
Yeah,
Macadus, little Macadus.
yes, little Macadus.
Well, that's interesting, but those blueprints look interestinger.
Well, I can't.
More interesting.
Much. Yes, thank you. I don't
Even
know how
more
words
interesting.
work. I only have 8 intelligence.
Based on the grammar of this conversation, Luther making an investigation check onto those blueprints.
It's all in character, baby.
Yeah.
So, intelligence,
Investigation.
investigation.
I don't know how I feel having the same intelligence as the barbarian.
And we might have the same wisdom too.
I have an 18 wisdom.
Okay.
15.
Luther, you're. It takes you a minute from a schematic standpoint, but with a 15, you're relatively familiar. Like you've copied spell scrolls, you know how rituals work. These are just blueprints. Like that's all high level conceptual, like high physics. This is just engineering. Like this is layman stuff. You go through and you start looking through the blueprints. It's very clear that you can see Macadus or Macadus's expeditions on the expeditions. That's not even a word. You can see his work on this piece, and you can see the rings. You quickly determine that the rings are there to hold in the power. With the 15, you actually gather that it's based on what you've seen with the charred body and everything like that, that it's not sufficient, and there isn't enough there with the 2 rings, and that you gather that you probably need more.
Ava, come, look at this. And I show her all the stuff.
She comes over, puts 2 hands on the table, and kind of leans over, starts looking at it. She's a lot smarter than you, so she figures it out quick.
Wow.
It looks like we'll need probably another set of runes. Are you a craftsman of any kind?
Am I a craftsman? I'm not. But, my friend here is.
Someone who's good with smith tools, perhaps.
Smith, so yes.
I don't know
okay.
who you'd be talking about. That's beyond me. I don't. Yes, of course I'm good at smithing. That's my religion.
Oh, you can look at this. It's always good to have the workmen around. She goes ahead and says, "It looks." And she describes it, and it looks like there's a. Looks like she has the links, and together you kind of like figure out what it would take to get a third rod of metal or ring of metal that you could then bend around it and go into place. And then Ava quickly describes to you the runes that you would need to input onto this. So you have a desired length of the little rod or of the little plate that you would need to wrap around, and then you have your runes there. Go and give me a Smith Tools check, Mr. Forge Cleric.
Absolutely. What is that based off of?
It is for you. I'm going to say, since you're a Forge Cleric, give me Wisdom plus Proficiency.
Wisdom plus Proficiency.
Yeah, you are the god of the Forge.
Guidance as well.
Guidance as well, if you wish. And I would say, with the assistance of Luther and Ava here, you can take this roll at advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Natural 1 twice.
You wish. So that's going to be +4. Yeah. I think I already have my proficiency added to it, so that should just be a 25.
25 is fantastic. With that, Stewart, you're with Cadence on the other side. He's like, oh, look at that son, bet he did it. We'll go out. He's not even a wizard.
Stewart is quite impressed. He was pretty dumb in life.
Oh, no, it looks
pretty dumb in life.
It looks like he is. You're the was, remember? Look, this man looks like he was made to hold a hammer. He said, look, one arm's even bigger than the other. Kind of crazy, huh?
It is pretty crazy.
Excuse me, Arthas is ambidextrous. He's definitely not.
That's fine workmanship. That looks like it worked right fine. Hopefully they're small enough to get on there without activating the thing. We'll find out here in just a minute.
Oh, this will be the spectacle, Stewart thinks.
Let's go see.
Thorvald has been thoroughly inspecting this lock because it puzzles him to no end how this door opened. But after probably doing that for about an hour, probably to wait for the fire to get built and, you know, all this stuff, and he'll come back inside and be like, I'm not saying that it looks bad, but if the problem is insufficiency, wouldn't it be better to overcompensate?
You don't want it to be too weak so it never works again. You want it to be controlled and still powerful.
Do you think the rings will be sufficient to hold the power?
If this is all that's needed, I mean, I made it pretty damn good. Like, this is exactly what you asked for.
Ava runs her hands along it, kind of inspecting your work. Yes, this is right fine, Arthan. Arthath, it's very fantastic. I think this should work perfectly.
Well, thank you. I like to think that I'm good at crafting.
She puts a hand on your shoulder and kind of like rubs it with her thumb for a second. Says, "Well done."
Are we sure this does what we think it does?
That would be a question for the wizard. I have just made what I've been told to make.
Thorvald, do you question myself and Luther and our mastery of the arcane?
No, not.
Then why do you ask the question?
Do we really think that one artifact can stop a god?
There's 3 total.
I mean, what we think, and if this is what it is, then yes.
Ava goes over to Thorvald, hand on the shoulder.
Not the thumb.
Thorvald, maybe you should leave the thinking to us, my man.
Ooh.
Oh God, she's so mean, but I love her.
Right?
I'll leave the praying to you, and you leave the thinking to us.
Mm-hmm. Seen a lot of smart people get killed by their ambitions. Try to fiddle with things they can't. They think they handle, but they can't quite. Get in over their heads, if you know what I mean. I do know that the divine power is not to be trifled with.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Shall we?
We shall. She just leaves you, Thorvald, and heads over there.
No sassy rebuttal. Woo! I did my job.
You only get one. That's it.
take it.
Micatus, on the other side, Micatus, you're over there, and he's like standing next to Barghorn, like, I forgot how tall he was. Isn't he a right large bloke, eh?
Yeah, Stewart thinks he might be too big for his own good.
Is there such thing as too big for your own good?
Stewart thinks so. Sometimes when you go through doorways or you walk on faulty flooring, you fall right through.
You know what? That is a big problem for you, mate. I'm so sorry.
I know. Stewart knows. Stewart knows well.
Well, at least it was you, not Barghorn. I would have been right sad to see him die.
Me too, man. Stewart thinks it's pretty nice over here on the other side.
You know what? It's warm. If that's anything, consolation. He wrote. I got a letter from him just before I left, and he was so tired of the cold too. I'm starting to think that maybe he had a right mind about him, and that maybe I shouldn't have been up here all on my lonesome, all cold.
Stewart said he heard him say that he didn't like you very much. He said you were a right ass.
I don't believe that at all.
Hey, Stewart heard it. Came right from his mouth. So that's why he left.
I don't believe you. He was always a good man. He wouldn't have said that. You're a liar. You can get out of my cabin.
Stewart thinks he'll stay. What are you gonna do? Kill me?
He tries to sweat at you, and his arm turns to smoke, and you turn to smoke at the same time. And then you just coalesce. He's like,
Still here.
fine. Let's go. Let's get back to the action.
All right.
Comes back. Barker, has they been doing this? You've been sitting in there with the Black Star, and they got everything together. This thing is still volatile. Looking at it with Arthan's ideas about what it may or may not be, it has been sitting on the floor this whole time. You've got a band that could be attached to it, but the whole thing is you gotta attach it somehow. So, what's the plan?
It's dangerous stuff.
But we can't touch it.
Yeah. Could one of you guys wake up little man, little Arcadius?
No,
Oh,
that's
okay.
that's an artificer thing, actually.
So, 'cause that might help.
Notably, Stewart Little is still sitting beside the open chasm that Big Stewart fell through, inert, just like eyes closed, looking down.
He just watched.
He's
He saw you fall. He couldn't go with
He
you.
was among us. He's
And
like
then-
a little guy.
yeah,
he's
he's
like-
like he's like the
Oh.
Among Us mini me.
He-
Just like
And then he's just looking down, and his normal glowing eyes of Stuart Little are dim.
Oh boy.
Oh, poor
Does anyone want to see if he's responsive?
I'm going to bet no. But I'm not a thinking one, so maybe one of them can think it.
I'm not a thinker either.
Look, Thorvald.
I approached Stuart Little.
The only thinker. It's Stuart Little is little more. Stuart Little is little more than a doll at this point.
And he moved his arms a little bit. Yeah, kind of puppet, you know. Yeah. Here you go. Putting the ring on.
That's way too risky.
So I think, now hear me out. I think if we need to put this on there, I think the one that's the most fortitude, perhaps, should be the one to do it.
Oh, we're worried about an explosion.
Worry about someone dying. Yes.
Again, yes, that would be terrible.
I guess
There's
that's
only
a good
so
idea.
much we can do about that.
I can finish what Macadamus started.
Marcadius.
You could.
Hades.
You're going to wait a minute while I make sure you don't die.
Well, if he does die, I can bring him back because
that's
he's not
expensive.
down a cliff.
And that's only if he doesn't get turned into that. And he gestures to the blackened skeleton. I'm pretty sure you don't revive that.
Well, you might have a point.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little less confident about doing this now.
Why did you say anything?
I only tell the truth. I can't help it.
That's kind of a fault of yours, don't you think?
It's sometimes a curse, but here we are. Oh, please, Torm, don't smite me for saying that.
I mean, I guess if the skin counts as a body part, I can't restore that.
I'm a bit shard, man.
Who is going to try and pick this thing up and attach it?
Well,
Wait, do one of your wizards? Do one of you guys have that mage hand ability? That thing?
I'm afraid I do
Like
not.
pick things up without using your hands.
you don't have the best wizard cantrip.
I do, but I'm afraid it's too heavy.
Maybe if only we had 2 wizards, that could both use Mage Hand at once. That'd be great.
I am an evoker. I set things on fire. That's what I do.
Yeah, he does.
That's right.
Okay. Well, now that I'm uncomfortable,
All right. Alright. I'll rock paper scissors you for it.
me?
Yeah, because you're the forge boy. You're
Yes, I'm
forge
the one
boy,
that can
I'm
bring people back to life.
Yeah, but you know how to work all this metal and stuff. So rock paper scissors.
Okay. Thorvald, please give me an excuse to not do this.
Hey, you did make it.
I'm not confident. I'm not
The
unconfident
installation
in the
process is
craft.
difficult.
Okay, I'll do it.
Rock paper scissors, or do you want to just do it?
Rock, paper,
You've got
scissors.
big hairy bloke who might put it on wrong. I'm not sure that if it's possible.
I think he
But
would
you
die
made-
less than I would. is the thing.
I'll do it. I mean, I'll just do it. This is my fault. You've already lost your friend. I'll go.
I mean, he's
Okay,
your
okay,
friend
okay.
too now.
I got you.
Right.
And Thorvald will cast 2 spells on you. The first being heroism, so you're not afraid.
Oh,
You're so
nice.
welcome.
I love it.
The second is warding bond, so he'll eat half your damage.
Oh, okay.
What if
Okay.
it kills both of us?
It could, but I
And-
figure that it's less likely.
I do consider it wise to not make the healer do this.
I
I'll
agree.
just say that. I appreciate both of your sacrifices.
Can I rage?
That's probably a great idea.
That is probably a great idea.
So I get the strength, the more strength to close the band.
Get angry at that metal ring. Show it who's boss.
It's not really an angry thing. It's really just a transformation of my body. So
You're going to punch the artifact.
No, I'm getting, like, I rage. I get big. You'll see. I grow body parts. It's
Oh my god!
You do what?
You do what?
Oh, whoa,
You'll
whoa.
just trust me. You'll see.
I don't know if I do.
All right. So I rage. I sprout a tail. My face gets big. I get big old jaws, and my muscles like double in size.
That's
Everyone but the
disgusting.
healer should probably get out of this house.
Everyone
I'm
but the
going to
healer?
protect him. And him.
Yeah, that's a good point. Why don't everyone put themselves exactly where they're supposed to be?
Well, Ava, shall we?
Yes.
You do your work?
Yes, let's leave. Let them speak and let them do their thing. Let's leave the home.
Let's leave through the window. Yes.
Yes, let's do the window. she helps you. She helps you out on the other side. Kind of catches you, brings you to your feet.
So Thor will get like there in the hallway and like drag a table halfway over there and like put his shield behind it and kind of make this little wall.
We'll get
end of
behind
it,
Thorvald.
and then grab the cleric and put him behind him.
I'll
Okay,
stand right there in the middle of the room.
so you'll stand right there in the middle of the room.
That's right.
Don't worry. The worst that happens is we all 3 die.
That'd be it.
You will not die alone.
Stu's already dead. So I
We
take
can-
the band
Oh.
and I try to
Okay,
with my
so
strength.
as you pick up as you grab the band, it begins to glow.
Okay.
What do you do?
I just keep on going. I kind of pull it, kind of stretch it, try to push it so it makes the ring like I'm supposed to.
On
Is
the,
the band supposed to glow?
Oh, I don't know.
it starts to
I mean,
glow.
I made it. Is it supposed to?
Everyone who knows anything about this is outside. Stewart, on the other ethereal plane,
yeah.
Makadis and you are standing there. He's like, "Well, I hope they make it."
What you think of Makadis?
I'm thinking you
Stewart-
should. I'm thinking you should close your eyes, mate.
Stewart's not. I don't know if
It
Stewart likes this.
It starts to brighten and glow and get big. I think it's Constitution saving throws from Barghorn, Thorvald, and Arthath.
I can't cast guidance on that.
I think it is a Constitution. Yes, Constitution saving throws across the board as the summer star begins to glow
You guys have
and
luck,
radiate
too.
damage.
Yeah, I got luck at the beginning of the stream. Can I use that?
You may.
Yeah.
You may. Thank the blood god you have it too.
How do I?
Okay, that's better.
just roll
15.
this?
I think it's a good time to use it. Just to make sure. I can still choose the highest, right?
Like it.
That's not bad.
I used my luck for sure.
I got 15.
Yeah, 15 here as well.
Oh no, I got a 13.
15, 15, and 13. Is that what I have?
That's what I got.
Apparently.
Is that with or without luck?
That's with
With
luck.
luck.
You all fail
Oh no.
and take
Why did you bring me in here? Why was I still in here? Thorvald.
You needed to be close by in order to revive me.
I could have been outside and be close.
I'm gonna intercept your damage. It'll be fine. I'm gonna go down in like a real hurry. But
as the summer star goes off. The three of you each take 98 points of radiant damage.
Nah.
okay, so
You're
Hear me
level 5, right?
I didn't write this,
So-
my man.
my man there is resistant to all of it.
So Barghorn, you take half of that.
Yeah, because
and your heroism gives you 3 additional HP. They will matter.
And so you take 49 points of radiant damage,
Okay.
Mr. Warden Bond. Thor, you take 98 as well,
Plus whatever.
plus half of what he did, which was 28. So 98 plus 29. No, excuse me, 24.
It's,
I'm an
it's
idiot.
equal to what he took. If he took 40
Okay.
something, I also took 40 something.
Okay, so you took 98 plus 49, which is a lot. 147 radiant damage.
Holy crap.
Okay. And I also have interception. Not. That doesn't work. It's not a creature.
Not a creature.
Not a creature.
I assume that's more than double your hit points.
For sure.
And then, what are your max hit points, Arthath?
38.
So,
Dead.
oh, you're very dead. Arthath, Thorvald, you are standing in the corner, shield up, as this radiant energy beckons forth. The warding bond absorbs a large portion for you, Barghorn, and you're holding onto the ring, just, and it burns into your skin. You can feel it coming in. You are the only one who doesn't go down, and it blinds you for a second. You go eat, like you can't see anything for like 6 seconds. But when you open your eyes, you look up, and the frosted wind has blown Thorn and Arthath into ash, and their bodies dissipate, both of them into nothing.
Wait, what?
I don't think
Luther.
we have a campaign anymore.
Luther, you and Ava look up, and there is light coming from the cabin, like it is just radiating out into space. And like the whole thing lights up like a lighthouse. And you have to shield your eyes from even out there, but you're unaffected.
Am I a bad guy?
Is that
Stewart.
normal?
All right, let's do this. Barghorn, you're standing there, alive, up, holding now the summer, the star, and it seems to be without magic at this moment.
I kind of set. walk over to where my friends used to be.
You can see that it's like there's like flashes of their shadows where the light was too bright. It's charred the walls around. There's these shadowy forms.
Shadowed.
Yeah.
I'd rather have fallen.
Yeah, I call for the wizards to I start screaming for the wizards again.
Luther,
Wizards!
you hear, guys, and you look inside and it's rough.
Yeah, I poked my head in the window.
All you see is Barghorn standing there. He's got the dripping the dripping star there, the summer star, like with one hand. He's leaning down on a pile of ash. Stewart, joining you, Thorvald. Thorvald and Arthath rise from where their bodies were, and their spirits float towards you. And Makeda says, "More to the party! Hey!"
I look completely unamused.
Unamused.
Wait. I'm sorry for your losses, friends, but you are now was.
Stewart.
Hey.
No.
Huh.
Stewart tries to knock a teacup off, but fails.
Huh.
What, you were look at you, you're successful getting the thing going there. Now you can definitely put it on in the two rhymes. Your lives were given for the world.
I was killed by my own creation.
You. He glides over to you, Arthath. Arthath, my friend, you did so good. Your creation will save the world now. Because they're just going to wrap it up and put it on, and the rhyme will be over.
How did he? Yeah, the shield and me.
Thorvald,
Hephaestus, please take me.
Thorvald, you did so well. Without you, Barghorn would have been killed as well. You saved my friend. Well done. This is so amazing. I'm so proud of you.
What was supposed to him?
Look, I know you're struggling to deal with this now, but in time you'll come to realize your death was not in vain.
I didn't even turn into a corpse.
I think my death was in vain. I shouldn't have been in there.
You're probably right. Why were we in there?
Yeah, you had a right.
Why were we in there, Thorvald? Why were we in there?
You know, you probably should have thought that one through. If you had just been outside of the place, you would have been fine. You could have run in. And then Barghorn would have been standing there just carrying it.
Crazy that works. Crazy.
But hey,
Why didn't they say anything?
you do the best you can with the time you have, okay?
They didn't say it was going to explode again.
Not like that! I thought woo! It'd be world saved. Can't believe I died for a man I met today!
What happened to Arthur? Did he just disappear into the wall? I'm so sad. Oh, he's just upset. That's all. Stewart, tell him about it. In this great place. Show him the teacup thing.
All right, let me try again.
Holy crap, it is really
Guys, Stewart,
Right.
Stewart, watch! I push a teacup off.
Barghorn, where you're at, a teacup falls off the desk and it goes right behind you.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Stewart did that! Quite amazing, is it not?
Is that how the door opened?
Oh, yeah, we opened it for you, mate.
Oh, yeah, we showed you right where to go. Stewart,
I spent an hour trying to figure out how that door opened.
Well, Stewart thinks maybe if you were a little bit smarter, you would have figured it out.
I think he figured out an appropriate amount of
Right.
time for someone like him.
Yeah, true. For someone like
I
him.
think that if I could think like Stewart, I would still be alive.
Life is hard, man. But not for you anymore, because you're dead.
Yeah, welcome to the Was!
Ooh.
Wait
Welcome
a
to the
second.
was.
This is not where I'm supposed to be.
Oh, yeah, we're here until the thing gets fixed, and then you can go on.
Yep. Stuck. Stewart's gonna go on a wild guess and say it's not fixed.
Oh, no, not yet. They gotta put the whole thing around.
Well,
But Barghorn could probably do it. He's a right strong lad. Or Luther or anybody now. The whole thing's broken. And as he says that, we'll come back. Luther, you walk in and see the ash of your friends, and Bargor standing there holding the now Summer Star. What do you do?
I don't know. I climb in through the window, and I look around, and I look up at Barkhorn and say, "What happened?"
The rock did light, and people died.
Died. They were vaporized.
They're ash now, so I guess vaporized is the right word.
So there's nothing to bring back.
Yeah. I'm sorry I've killed like all of your friends. I feel like this is kind of my fault. Because I'm thinking about it, and I think all of them died because of me.
You kind of ripped my arm off. Let me die. Not gonna lie.
Oh my god, he did. He killed Stewart. He killed Stewart with a nat 1. Luther died protecting it. Oh, no, not Luther.
So,
oh, god.
do you want this star?
As Luther, as you're sitting there with Barghorn, Ava's sitting there next to you. You're sitting there. Ava comes in. She's looking at Barghorn, looking at you. She's seeing his burnt body and what he's done to your friends. You receive a message, quiet in your mind, that says, "This is all his fault. I think he did it on purpose. He knew what this thing was." And she gives you a look.
Can I respond?
Yeah?
Arcorn starts to like beat, like his eyes are starting to get like welling up and teary.
See, he couldn't. No, let's just take the star and go. There's nothing left for us here.
You hear it again. He says, "I think he killed all of your friends, Luther. We should kill him here. He'll get us next. Run off with the star."
I glance down. She's wearing the amulet, right?
She does.
Yeah. I glance over at her and look at her amulet. I say, "Perhaps you have been wearing that for too long."
Do you really believe him? Stewart, Thor, Arthur, he's the only one left. You really believe him?
We did not know.
We didn't. He was here before us. You really think he didn't know?
Barkhorn,
Yes,
we need the star.
I take it. Hand it to you. Kind of
take
push it in your chest, like I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with it.
I take it from him. I look over at Ava. Say, "Let us go." Yes?
We should fix it first. And she goes over and takes the piece and starts to bend it into place. And together, you and Ava and Barkhorn at a certain point, because we're gonna need your strength to wrap it around. But together, the three of you connect it, the chain, and it starts to spin on its own. The piece hits the final point, and there's something that's completed about it. And it starts to spin on its own, and you can kind of hold it, but it seems contained, successful, even, and the black star is functional at this point. And so Ava looks up at you, and her eyes open into yours, and you hear the voice in your head one more time. Can we really trust him?
have what we came for. It's not a matter of if we can trust him. It's a matter of if he's going to get in our way.
Is
I
he?
don't think he will.
3 of our friends are dead. Is he or not? Luther, answer the question. These are the answers you have. These are the questions you must answer if the Arcane Brotherhood is in your future.
That's too many words for message.
That's twice.
I hope that Arthas' words from their walk echo in his head.
Echo.
You hear a whisper. Or Arthath, make a charisma check.
Oh, hell yes.
Because you're listening to all this.
I am. And I think it's bullshit.
I was a dumbass. Ass. It wasn't his fault.
Can I still cast guidance from the grave?
No, you don't have any of your stuff.
Okay, cool. That's
If
fine.
only.
Oh, shit. That's a...
Your whispers
It's
your
fine.
whispers fall in the ether and nothing happens.
What I said, Ava, what has happened here was a tragedy. But no one else needs to die today.
She looks a little disappointed. But she nods her head and it's fixed.
That's
And
what we came for. Let's leave this place.
and with that, the room begins to glow slightly. For all of you, Barkhorn, Luther, Ava, all of you on the inside, the room begins to glow. And on the other side, Mercatus fades, his spirit leaving this realm and disappearing into nothing. All of you left over in the material plane, or in this pocket material plane right here in the Black Cabin, appearing before you is a little small speck, a star in the sky that begins to grow radiant and powerful, rising like the dawn, encompassing this space, invigorating Arthath, Thorvald, Stewart, all of you who are on this ethereal plane, and it warms you to the point where you feel sweat starting to drip down your neck, even in this space. And appearing before you is a very regal avatar of a golden god with hair slicked back and eyes, no pupils, no iris, none of that, single gold all the way throughout. As he appears before you, Thorvald, you may recognize, with your connection, you and Arthath might recognize the avatar of Lathander as he appears.
Not Thorvald's god?
No.
No.
Oh, sorry.
But you guys know gods and stuff. You've been familiar.
He very closely aligned to Lythander.
You're indoctrinated, as it were, into the gods of sorts. Stuart, you don't know who this is.
One left, one joined. Welcome to the was.
One to the knee, crunch.
To the knee, and his hand goes up slowly to Stuart. You all done so well. This world has been in the darkness so long. It is time for the dawn to rise. The 3 of you have given your lives in this cabin, and I, for one, could not be more thankful that together, you and your compatriots have successfully taken a step into ending Orul's reign. And for that, you deserve something. Another chance. Another hope. Another life. And as he says each of those, he touches you on the forehead. Each one in turn. And you can feel yourself starting to materialize. And you can feel there's like this kind of like anti-Thanos, like your fingers and arms start to kind of like roll up on one another, controlling your body. And so Barkhorn, Luther, you guys both see materializing from nothing these hands and feet. And like from the inside out, you see a heart beating and organs form as materializing onto the plane. you see Thorvald and Arthath return. Stewart, you wake up in your... Stewart, you wake up on the cart.
On the sled.
You wake up on the sled, just
My
alive.
arm!
And appearing before you, you feel yourselves reincarnated in the hands of Lathander himself. The cabin glows with a radiant energy as Varghorn, you and Luther see this form of the Lathander approach, and one in turn, he gives thank to the forehead, and then to Varghorn, you. And he disappears. And with that, you've all received the blessing of Lathander. And every dawn when you rise, you gain 10 temporary hit points for the remainder of the day. As a boon.
Yo.
You achieve level 6.
Oh.
What?
And you have acquired a working summer star.
Man, dying is great.
We got our friends
Gotta do
back.
this again sometime.
We did it.
I grab both of you and just hug you, blubbering, crying, weeping. Say, my boy owes you back.
Arthath looks totally and utterly confused, but also like kind of shell shocked. Like he can't believe that he's seeing what he's seeing or saw what he saw. And he kind of just accepts the hug, just kind of almost numb, unable to move. Just like, ah, I'm alive.
Stewart wakes up,
Friends.
missing an arm. He searches the cart for it. Is my arm on this cart?
It's just like strewn across your chest.
I take my arm. Where's the cart?
It's like on the road.
Is that over here?
Yeah.
Stewart climbs through the window, carefully of the flooring, not wanting to fall again. Stewart comes through the window, arm in hand, waving with other arm, looking for the man who ripped off my arm. Bog on!
Is that
Stewart is
We
back!
try to
is that
look.
Stewart? He's back too.
Arthath
Stewart?
actually begins to cry now, and he runs over and tries to give Stewart a hug.
What? What is this?
Stewart shrugs him off. Get away from me. Back on!
He's the same as ever. It's really
I
him.
grab you and hug you up too.
I
And
never
I'm
thought
like-
I would be happy to hear you,
This
Stewart.
is the problem. Back on. You're too strong for your own good. You could have saved me, but you let me fall.
I saved your arm though.
Oh, does Stewart Little pop back to life?
It does. Like, sure, Loader does pop back to
Stewart
life.
Little, get away from the edge.
Ava comes up and hugs you from behind Luther, and she hugs you tight and grabs you close, and she whispers in your ear, "I was so wrong. You were so right. He had nothing to do with it." And she kisses you on the cheek.
It's a two-timing bitch right there.
And with that, we will end this session.
God.
And with the successful summer star in hand, the black cabin complete, and only 3 deaths,
Barely.
returned
I was at
from
15
the,
health.
returned from the grave by Lathander himself. The party will continue on their path, presumably to the Sunblight Fortress next session. So, I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. Specifically, I want to shout out Fable Forge RPG with a raid just now. Thank you for bringing your people over to us. If you enjoy this content, you like Rime the Frostmaiden, you can join us here Wednesdays at 7:30 Central Standard Time as we play our game and make our way through this particular campaign. You can find us on Mondays with our Fates End show, which is our homebrew campaign. Super fun over there. And on Tuesdays is a Malifaux Through the Breach Twisted Veil campaign. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7:30 Central Standard Time. You can check us all out. And then on Fridays, we take a short rest with our podcast style show. That's again 7:30 Central Standard Time right here on the Ink and Lyre channel. I want to shout out everyone who has joined us for this evening. So shout out the Quelmar Realm for the follow, Femsatch with the follow, Melissa Lock 25 with the follow, Dilly Onion with the Prime subscription. Thank you so much. Cage 26 with the follow, ASB 95 with the follow. Saw you very active in chat. Thank you. I'm so happy to have you. Some bits from Poa Day True States, Panda Juice Gaming. Shout out with the resub. Hansa4892 with the follow, Vorpal Thad with the follow, another sub from ASB95, more cheers, Fable4 RPG with the raid and the follow, and then the Penny for a Tail with the follow as well. So thank you everyone for joining us. This has been a fantastic episode around the Frostmaiden. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and all the socials at Ink and Lyre. You can support the show by subscribing here on Twitch and also by supporting us on Patreon. We release content over there as well, and you can get access to the VODs, which are going subscriber only, on February the 1st. So shout out to everyone. We are also going to do a raid, as we always do at this time. We want to make sure that we support other creators who exist in the space, and we want to make sure that we create room for them as well. So let's go see who we're going to go raid against. I think, Lauren, did you decide who we're going to raid?
It says the Arathis Companions in the chat.
Arathis Companions?
Yeah, that's a pretty badass name.
That is a that is a nice name. The Arathis Companions. I don't know if that's right, but let me see if I can get us sent over there. Did you guys have fun this evening?
Yeah, oh my god, that was a roller coaster of emotions.
I thought the campaign was about to end for real.
I thought that was it. I thought that was
it.
We're done.
The first game I don't die is where I kill everyone else.
Welcome to the show, man. I mean,
I rolled a nat 20 to hang on, and you rolled a nat 1 to rip my arm off.
It's right? Sometimes, bro.
Right?
I'm just glad we all made it out alive eventually.
True. Hey, y'all, thank you so much. Hey, thank you, Jaden, for joining us for the first time. We're so happy to have you here as we proceed through the remainder of the campaign. So, everyone, thank you for joining us. You'll see us here right here, 7:30 Central Standard Time next week. So, y'all have a good evening.
Yep.
Bye.
Yeah.